Hey, hey, what is up? Welcome to another episode of My Taste in Music Sucks. This is the show where myself, Keith Miller, and Mr. Christopher Icon sit down and talk about music that we enjoy, that we want to share with the world. Um,
That
and
might
this week,
actually suck.
it might actually suck, but
It doesn't today.
right on, man. Yeah, this week's album is by quite possibly the most important band to me in the history of my entire life. Like that's just it's extraordinarily moist and delicious by Brother Meat. Um yeah, they're just a really really important band to me, man. So um I'm
They're
super interested to
fun.
hear what you thought, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
super interested.
Yep. All right. So the album again was called
Yeah.
Super Moist and Tasty.
Extraordinarily moist and delicious. Yeah. Yeah, man.
That should let everybody know what we're in for. The fact that I already can't can't.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fun. This um without getting too personal, you and I talked about some frustrating stuff going on.
Yeah.
So it was actually cool to sit down and get in the headspace I needed to and everything to fully enjoy this album
Yeah.
because it's just fun. It's upbeat. It's musically interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't usually listen to a lot of funk bands,
Right.
so I won't know a lot of the influences or whatever, but I'm ready to hear about it. I'm ready to hear, since it's a really personal band to you, you probably have a lot of great stories and
Yeah.
insights into the songs, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, so just a little bit of background, I guess. Jason Connolly, who is uh, the main songwriter and singer and guitar player for Brother Meat.
How Irish is he?
I'm really not sure. I never really thought
Because
about it.
there's some of that, I can't think of any bands off the top of my head, maybe Flogging Molly, but there's definitely this style of like Irish drinking song. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
sure, sure, sure. Yeah,
And I heard some of that in there.
yeah. I never really thought about it. That's funny. Um,
And his last name's Conley, right?
it is Conley. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
But we worked together at a Sheridan, and he sold me their demo tape, and I loved it. I thought it was super good. Uh, and then he was they were playing a show with Psycho Funkopus. I couldn't get in because it was like a week before my 18th birthday.
Oh, so you were young. How young was
Yeah.
he or the band?
Of I think Jason's probably about 4 years older than I am, maybe five.
All right.
And I think they're all probably around the same age. I want to say he was 20, uh, well, 22, 23,
That makes
somewhere
sense. That
around
kind
there.
of explains, at least in my head, the level of musicianship because this is
Yeah.
their first album,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
like we've mentioned with other bands before, they know exactly what they want to present, and
Yeah.
they do so flawlessly.
Yeah. And I mean, so what I was gonna get to was even though I couldn't get into the Psycho Funkopus show, which I really wanted to get into that show, I as soon as I turned 18, I literally could see Brother Meat play every weekend, usually Saturday and Sunday, and multiple times during the week sometimes.
Oh
So
wow.
they were just out. They were so Entertainment Weekly
Hmm.
did an article back in the 90s about popular college scenes, like music scenes,
Yeah.
and they chose Brother Meat as like the band to represent Ithaca.
I
Like,
wish somebody was still doing that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so they were like huge in town. They would play frat parties, they would
Hmm.
play clubs, and then once they started getting out, they would play Rochester and Binghamton and Syracuse and all the places.
Yep.
They did an AIDS benefit show where they actually played at the Syracuse War Memorial, which was insane. I did not get to go because I couldn't get there, but they gave me a videotape of the show,
Oh,
which I
so
don't
sweet.
have anymore. I don't have any of my videotapes anymore, but man, it was killer, dude. So just like they honed their craft,
Yeah.
out there every weekend, just killing it. And
Their
then,
energy is so high. You know
yeah,
what I mean? They're
yeah.
so high energy.
And the thing of it is, man, like it was even live. It was even bigger. It was even
Hmm.
more.
I could
This
feel
is
that.
Yeah, this is like the 3 minute versions of the songs. This is
Hmm.
them out there hammering them out and like jamming every once in a while, and just
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, I freaking I followed these guys and became like really close with them. And even though I loved the music, it was about more than the music. It was the community. It was like being at these shows and knowing every word and getting to get up on stage and sing with them sometimes. And like, I legitimately drank my first beer ever at a club on stage with Brother Meat when I was 18.
Oh,
Because
wow.
one of the bouncers, this dude named Jody, I was up there singing with him and dancing and stuff, and he just hands me a beer, and I was like, hell yeah, I chugged it on stage. The whole thing, just downed it. And so I got a beer from a bouncer when I was 18. But Jody was cool, like
Yeah, I do understand. There's parallels here. We either talked about it on the last week's episode or I told you
yeah,
about it. Was an Indianapolis band called Big MF Stick.
right,
And I kind of did the same thing with them that you did, except for I didn't work with any of them. We saw them play and we were just like, oh man, this is awesome. So we started, the group of friends started following one around. And like you're saying, after a while, it becomes the band and their friends. And after a while, they seem to invite, I don't know, our group in, which happened to you
yeah.
too. And that, like you were saying, the scene sometimes, even though to me the music is all important,
The music, yeah,
the
yeah. I mean, if
scene and
it
the
sucked, I wouldn't have wanted to go see him every weekend. So
right, yeah.
yeah. But
All right, so we might as well just
yeah, I mean, brother, I know that I usually lead with the tracks, but I didn't even take notes because I know these songs.
all
So,
right,
so yeah, I mean, you go ahead and like name
all
the
right.
track, and we will talk about it, dude.
Awesome. I do it in
Yeah,
order. So the first track is You Got It.
yeah,
Um, it starts out letting you know what you're in for, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's there's funk and like almost a ska vibe
Yep,
without that not frantic, that sounds wrong,
yeah,
without that fast kind of of,
yeah, yep, yeah.
and there's a little bit that of that in there too, but it doesn't sound hurried or rushed.
Right, right.
Right out the gate, we're having fun. You can
Yep,
tell that fun is infused in the band. I bet they're all kind of jokey and they probably have
yeah.
a good time on stage with each other. I thought you could really feel that in this first song right out the gate. And then there's this really interesting jam in the middle of it,
Right, right,
and
right.
this guitar kicks in.
Yeah,
And I just wrote, "Oh, guitar."
dude.
Like
Mark was an amazing guitar player.
you could
He
tell.
still is an amazing guitar player. I mean, but those, and the thing is, he played those solos every night. Um,
Exactly.
exactly like that. He wrote those solos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and sometimes they would go to jams, but the
Mhm.
like that was the same every night, dude. It was yeah, yeah,
So even though they were a fun band and there's probably inside jokes and everything, they were
yes.
still, it wasn't like that punk attitude of just get up in there and do it. They were
Oh
still
no, they were yeah,
meticulous and
yeah, yeah,
you could
yeah,
tell because of
yeah,
the mix of the music or I'm sorry, the mix of the instruments.
right.
It fits all together.
Well, this album, I mean, I do want to talk about the actual song but this album is actually, it was produced by Alex Pirialis. So I don't know if you're familiar with Alex Pirialis,
Not by name, no.
but he produced a bunch of thrash metal albums in the 80s.
Huh.
Yeah, Anthrax. He did an Anthrax album. He did Testament. He did Overkill.
And
Uh,
then he did this
he just
band
did
from
Brother Meat album. Yeah.
I wonder if he knew him or if they were
Well,
able to
his
hire and all
studio,
that.
Pyramid Sound,
Hmm.
is actually in Ithaca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all of these thrash bands would come to Ithaca to get these albums done, and I'm not sure exactly what his connection was with the band, but he did know Brian, the bass player, actually works for Pyramid Sound now. He's an engineer there.
Mm, makes
So
sense.
yeah, and he definitely helped the band out a lot. But like, so you got it. I think right off the bat, you kind of see, um, Brother Meat would write fun songs that were also not all the time because they had a lot of different things going on. But you got it is about peace and love and respect.
Hmm.
And, you know, it's very
Hmm.
obvious in the lyrics. And
Hmm.
so it wasn't just like let's have a party all the time. They
Right.
do have some songs that are like, you know, do the right
Trying to
thing,
say
man.
something.
Don't be a dick, you know. So yeah, but oh, you got it was the Pogo song. Um, so
God, I'm so old. I
yeah,
wouldn't even want to try to do that anymore.
brother, I had shin splits for the entire '90s. You could feel them. They were so big that you could run your hands up and down my shin and
Hmm.
feel the bumps from all the cracks
Oh,
from
wow.
pogoing. Dude, yeah, pogoing was all I did. So I grew up in a ska town, man.
Yeah,
But
I can. The ska influence is definitely, you can hear
yeah,
it in
yeah,
this band, but like I said earlier, it's not rushed. It doesn't do that thing that usually I pick up on in a ska song, almost like how fast can we do our thing,
right,
which is
right.
part of the
Yeah, it's part of
genre,
the
but
whole thing. Yeah,
yeah, but this is still that kind of somebody is obviously playing some kind of horns a lot of
right.
different times.
So there was a band back home called the Tribulations,
Hmm.
and they were like a reggae band, uh, kind of roots reggae. You know,
Hmm.
half of that band ended up becoming John Brown's Body, who signed a major label record deal, and are still putting albums out now. And they're
Oh, okay.
really big on like the jam band, like touring circuit. But
Hmm.
it's their horn section. It's their horn section playing on the album.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and they would occasionally join the band on stage, but they weren't there all the time, you know.
How
So
would how would the songs play out then if there's
it's more
obviously
rock.
horns?
It would just be more rock and roll. Like without the horns, they just wouldn't have them, you know. So it
Interesting.
sounded a little heavier, you know.
That's kind of a neat uh switch up, you know what I mean? To have the
Yeah,
horns and everything on the album, and then when you play live, it's just more straightforward. It
yeah,
would
it's just
kind of,
rock.
I don't want to say change the vibe, but
Right.
kind of a little bit.
It just made it more intense, you
Hmm.
know. I mean, their second album is a heavy metal album. So they just continued to get, you know, but they had a little bit. I mean, it was so fun. It's hard to call Brother Meat like, especially in the early days, intense.
Right.
But there was something really muscular
Hmm.
and
Crunchy.
yeah about their live show, man.
I get it. I get it
That
completely.
that they may not have really captured on this album. I think the Axe. Well, we'll get to it, but I think the
Yeah.
Axe and Heaping Fudge
Hmm.
both
I
sound
can
really
hear,
close to what they sounded like live.
yeah, I can get the gist of the translation.
Yeah,
The second song,
yeah.
Lesson in Sex, at this point I don't even know what to expect, right? I'm just
Oh
like,
man, right, right.
what a neat the way it's laid out, the way it's structured, the choices and
Yeah.
vocal melodies and everything is again, it's just fun. It's just
Yep.
upbeat. It's and then the is there a joke at the end? Because he says the brother knows best. Is he talking about, dark skin, the
Okay.
brother?
No, no,
Or
no. So the drummer, Eric,
Mhm.
big dude, and his nickname was Brother Meat. And that's where the
Okay.
band name came from. And
Mm,
so if you knew about the band, which assuming you if you're buying this CD, you probably do, the brother is Eric.
him.
So he yeah. And that's why okay, so when they go who knows best,
Hmm.
you can kind of tell it's a different voice. Not always, but no, he yells, okay, Eric's the one who yells, who knows best? And then Jason says, the brother knows best. So,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like a call and response thing between the two of them.
I get it. That's funny.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
when I heard that, I was like, are they making a joke about
About
step
black
brothers?
dudes. No, no, dude. Yeah, it's totally Eric.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, it's funny because like, okay, you see Lesson in Sex, and it's like, man, you don't know what you're gonna get, you know.
Hmm.
But it's just a fun song. There's lots of wordplay. Um, it's not like a, I don't know. That song actually got in a Desi movie. I don't know if you know what Desi is, but it's like Bollywood.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that song got on a Bollywood movie, and they put out a soundtrack, and it was on the soundtrack and stuff. So
What
that
a
was cool.
weird,
Yeah,
what a weird, pl- what a weird genre or movie for this to pop up into. And I don't know a lot about Bollywood or whatever, so I don't know
yeah,
what would be hot and what isn't.
yeah,
But nothing about this band
yeah.
said
It doesn't scream
Bollywood to
Bollywood.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then all right, so next is Red Roses and Candy.
Oh yeah, that's just
All I
funny.
wrote is what the F word. And I
Yeah, and
don't
then it
mean
goes
that
to
like in
dumb
a
white
bad
trash.
way.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, like, okay, so Eric, he sings that song, and oh, dude, so they didn't do it live much,
Yeah.
but he would like when they did, like, I don't know, man. He had giant clogs, and it was just a fun moment, you know.
Yeah, I
And
could hear that.
yeah,
It was
it's
so just once again, they're having fun.
yeah,
You could tell by the way he's, I don't know, pretending he wants to sound like a lounge singer, but
right, right, right. It's totally like the lounge singer moment. Yeah,
yeah, it
absolutely.
was neat.
Yeah. And I mean Eric was really into like uh the Cramps and some bands like that. So I think the campy side of it,
Yeah.
definitely comes from that. They used to cover Goo Goo Monk live and it was so good. So
I don't
good. I
even
wish.
know what
Oh,
that
you don't
song
know Goo
is.
Goo Monk? Okay,
No.
it's a Cramps song. Do you know the
Oh, okay.
Cramps?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, okay. So it's a Cramps song. Um it's a really good song. And it's actually an old 50s song that the Cramps covered. So,
I do have something written down later on in my notes, but I guess since you're talking about what they covered live and stuff, I'll
yeah.
go ahead and do the what I kind of want to hear these bands cover.
Oh,
For these
sure.
guys, Love
Yeah.
Shack.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Just I
They
heard it,
did,
I could hear it, man.
dude, they did a bunch of cool covers. They did 8675309, Staying Alive,
Oh my gosh.
Heartbreaker,
And
Working for the
they're not going out there doing this is Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. It's
yeah.
this is Heartbreaker by Brother Meat.
Right.
Like a
Right. 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 Like a funked out
mm,
friggin' yeah. They covered Everybody's Working for the Weekend,
oh wow.
um, and Google Monk. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much yeah. But that's a lot of covers, and they did, they killed it every time. So
I
I
love it
love
when
it.
bands throw in covers. I've seen off the top of my head, are you familiar with Boba Flex?
No, uh-uh.
Um, they're kind of a heavier band from Columbus, Ohio that
Okay.
my buddy Nate introduced me to, and we followed around a couple times. They would cover, well, in The Sound of Silence, which is actually on one of their albums, which is really, really
Nice.
good.
Nice.
And then live, they would do a Michael Jackson song, but not
Okay.
like something like Dirty Diana or Beat It. It was like, for some reason, I can't get it on the tip of my tongue, but
Okay.
I'm thinking it was Baby, I Want You Back or something like that.
Oh, like an old Jackson 5 tune.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Like
the
ABC or something.
Yeah, it's neat when bands do that. It like,
Yeah.
and when they did it, it wasn't like, rock and roll straightforward. No, they were having fun with it, and the bass
Right.
player was in your face and having fun with it.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
Dumb White Trash,
Yeah, man.
the music again, super interesting. Like,
Yeah.
there's just a bunch of cool things going on without, I keep saying this, I know, but it doesn't sound cluttered. It doesn't sound what I don't like about bands like Mr. Bungle or Fantoma, stuff like that,
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
get that kind of almost noise and using the noise as instruments and notes.
Right. Sure.
These
Yeah,
guys
it
don't,
was
they don't do that at all.
no,
Everything's
they're all really good, clean musicians for sure.
That's the word I was going to use is clean. You can hear it. It's great. It doesn't have that demo-y um vibe at all to the album.
Right,
To me,
right.
I could just tell that it's a group of guys' first album.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's not a knock on them at all. They're good musicians.
Yeah. I so Dumb White Trash. I mean, obviously it's another political song. Like
Hmm.
it's about, the environment and politicians and celebrity
Yep.
culture.
Yep.
Yep. And that song, man. So that song evolved a lot live. Um After they started playing it, the OJ Simpson thing happened. So so there's a whole verse about OJ Simpson that's not um it's like, oh man, I don't remember. I mean, if I really think about it, I could probably say it all. But basically, they replaced Dumb White Trash with O.J. Simpson, and it's really funny, dude. They're like, but
There was like a neat uh guitar solo, like whatever
yeah, it's
you
great
think
solo.
of
Yeah,
when
yeah,
somebody says guitar solo
yep,
in the middle of this,
yeah.
but again, not out of the way, not
No,
confusing,
Mark.
just hey,
Yeah,
here's a guitar solo and it works.
and I love the way that Mark's solos start. It
Hmm.
always sounds like he's just turning the guitar on. It's like the guitar revs up and like goes. I always
Oh
loved
man,
that about his playing.
there was a I don't remember what song now, but there, and I didn't write a note about it. There was like
Okay.
a neat like echoey sound that reminded me of like something being turned on or something firing it up, and it was like
Yeah.
"Woo," or something like that. It
Yeah.
was
He did those solos. He did that a lot at the beginning of his solos. He would like rev into them. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
always
way to
loved
put it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I always loved that. But it's funny that you brought up like the Mr. Bungle stuff or whatever, because when I first heard these guys and before I saw them live, I was like, you guys kind of remind me of like Red Hot Chili Peppers or Primus. And this was just going by their demo. And
Right.
Jason was like, well, I think Primus is a little weird for us. And I was like, yeah, right on. Um, I'm trying to think what was on that demo. I
I get the
know,
Primus influence. The bass players were really good. I'm not
right?
sure if it's slap bass, but it kind of sounds like it. It might be, switching back and forth and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I just remember Brian used to play his bass really high.
Like
I always
way
thought
up
that
here.
was, yeah, I always thought that was very interesting. Yeah, he played his bass really high, dude. Um, and Brian was jacked, so a lot of times he would play with like just a vest on or no shirt, and he'd have his bass up super high. And, like, I don't know, I always thought that was interesting.
It's
But
funny
yeah,
because I could picture it. He's just whatever. He's having fun. He don't need a
yep,
shirt.
yeah, screw
Uh, and
it.
then they go, and even though every song is obviously their song and their style,
Yeah,
it doesn't feel repetitive at all. We're like 5 songs in.
yep,
Well, whatever candy.
Yeah, can you count red roses and candy? I don't know.
Right. And then it's Fruity Booties, the song I'm trying to get to.
Oh, Fruity Booty. Yeah.
Again, they're just
Could you write Fruity Booty in 2025?
uh, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
Are
It's a
there other
fun.
bands in 2025 that are even like this? I
I
can
don't
name a
think so.
couple from
Yeah.
the scene when I was running around in it younger and stuff like that. As a
Right.
matter of fact, there was a band in out of Indianapolis that could compare a little bit called Sucka,
Okay.
SUCKA, and
Right.
they were like this. They were all good musicians,
Yeah.
but they were just having fun. They had a song called Hot Carl on the Teenage MILF,
God. Okay.
which sounds really bad now that, you know,
Yeah.
we're adults and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
2025 and I say it
Yeah.
out loud,
Yeah.
but they didn't mean it in any kind of dirty way. It was just
Right.
funny lyric.
Yeah.
They weren't a
Yeah.
ska uh, as funk. They definitely used some funk, but they would lean more toward a little bit of metal and stuff, which these
Right.
guys also did. You already answered. I had a question about who plays what because there was only four guys in the picture. It's they do everything, and then they have
Oh
this
no, there's five.
huge.
Oh yeah, there is only four guys. Yeah. Oh, so you're thinking of the horns and
Mhm.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. They have a. They had a guest horn section. It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't have one live or whatever.
Right. 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 They did like okay. So I remember the first show where they ever played higher.
Hmm.
The horns were there for that show, and they
Okay.
played like pretty much on every song. They just hung out and played. Um, and it was dope, man. But obviously like they it wasn't their horn section, so they weren't there every single night, you know. But
It's interesting that they're on the again that they're on the album,
well,
but
I think so. Okay, we'll get into this when we get to it, I guess.
okay.
Um, but
So
yeah,
next, I guess, is Shotgun, right? The sixth song.
yeah,
I liked
oh,
the tone at the beginning.
yeah,
It just, I don't know what it was. It really stood out to me. It had this nice kind of, maybe like you were trying to say, this not aggressive,
right, right. But I mean, that
but
song is pretty aggressive, like
like a
honestly.
good high energy, like I
Yeah,
would think like whatever you would consider a male energy, right? That
right,
frantic build up that
right.
that we are getting out when we mosh or pogo and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I just it stood out to me. I don't know if it because of all the different things they are doing and the music choices, but that tone, I don't know, it really stood out to me. And then I read the lyrics and I'm like, what is
yeah,
you could
yeah,
just tell that
yeah.
he's having fun.
Right, right. I mean, if I remember right, and obviously it's been a long time since I've seen these guys live. I
Hmm.
think Jason starts that song because he's the rhythm guitar player, and
Mm,
if I remember right, the shotgun starts with a rhythm guitar before the lead kicks in. Right? Isn't that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jason starts that song.
it's
Um,
definitely not doing any what you would consider lead
lead.
work,
Right,
but
right, right.
it's the kind of fuzzy tone to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Jason
again,
always had a really cool tone.
it's hard to explain it
Yeah,
because anything I would think to explain it doesn't actually fit.
right.
But the way he does it, again, it fits right in.
Yeah.
The way
So
they know how to weave the such drastic different styles
yeah,
together
yeah.
without getting in their way, without you could tell they're talented musicians at this point.
Yep.
That's why I was asking their age because they I don't know if it's because I listen to a lot of music or whatever, but I felt like you could tell that this was a first album. And I
Yeah.
don't mean that as any insult to the band at all.
Right.
It's
I mean,
just
they're just they're having fun. They're experimenting. You know,
right, yeah, yeah.
and
And it's
and
working.
right. And the thing is too, like I think part of the reason why some of the styles are diverse is because these are songs that they had been playing for about a year, and they
Hmm.
would mix different songs into the set and pull other songs out. And this is kind of the best of what they had worked on, you know?
I get it,
So
like the
yeah,
jam format, and then you
yeah,
go into the studio and you tighten it up. That explains why it's the different styles woven in.
right, right, right. I think so Shotgun is a really interesting song. Um it's about a Native American
Hmm.
who is tired of being treated like a second class citizen, basically.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's
And
without being heavy, like
yeah,
content is right there,
yep,
but somehow it's still upbeat.
yeah. Dude, so live, right before the guitar solo, they do this little break where it's just like the drum and everything's kind of building. And
Hmm.
Jason would say, "We got one for the LAPD, two for the fucks in DC, three for my heartbreak, four for my soul ache." And then he would scream, and then Mark would play the solo.
It's a neat way to
And
count off the band while you're
yeah,
playing. You know what I
yeah. And
mean? I don't know if he planned it like that, but that's what it sounds
well,
like to
that's
be
a
the
funk
structure of a
thing.
song.
That's a funk thing. James Brown would put counts in his songs
Mhm.
a lot. Um, and I'm positive James Brown influenced at least early Brother Meat. So, um,
Can you play funk without
without being influenced by James Brown and George
no?
Clinton,
Yeah,
yeah,
Parliament. That's where I was
yeah,
going to go, but that's still.
yeah,
Um, I noted in Shotgun that the lyrics were interesting because there's
yeah,
definitely that um serious no. He has something to say, right? What
yeah,
he's
yeah,
saying
yeah,
is important, and we
yep,
get it, but it's not. There's nothing that would be considered divisive or
right,
insightful. It's just this is what it is, but we're still having fun. We're still moving about it
yeah, yeah.
or
I
moving
th-
with it.
I think one of the cool things about Shotgun is how he takes on the anger of the character at the end in the last verse.
Yes.
He changes the point of view to
Hmm.
where he becomes the person, um, which
Oh,
is
that's a
yeah,
cool um perspective change that I
yeah,
don't know if I noticed the first time listening. That's neat.
yeah. Yeah, I always dug that. Um, because honestly, man, it's important that
Mhm.
we all feel that anger. Maybe we can't feel it the same way that if a Native American would feel it, you know?
Right.
But dude, I think if you just sit back and let it happen, you're part of the problem, you know?
Yeah.
So so yeah,
Well,
I love that song, man.
it's part of the everything we talk about, especially me, about the magic of music,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
you were expressing something happening to somebody that we, our group, however you want to word that, that we should absolutely have sympathy for and respect toward and stuff like that without it coming across like Rage Against the Machine have a couple songs that are definitely about Native Americans and
Yeah,
stuff like
sure.
that.
Sure.
And it those songs are aggressive and in your face, and you will listen to me
Yeah.
about this. Where Brother
Yeah.
Meat is like, hey man, this is happening.
Yeah.
We're still lifting everybody up. We're still having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's stuff and I love that. I love the subversiveness of it. Like
Mhm.
I love how and I love how they can do a song about a lesson in sex. And then a couple songs later, I just
No, yeah, I get it. It's neat.
yeah.
And they have a lot of room to play with the different things they can do because you
Yep.
got the horns, which adds a different element to what you would do with your voice and your word choices and stuff like that. And then they
Yeah.
do like the 90s grunge thing is hiding in there
Yep.
somewhere.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I
Yeah.
didn't listen. That's not true, actually. Whatever song was next after the album ended started playing because I haven't listened to any more of them, but I'm
Okay.
definitely going to check out some of the, uh, I guess what we would call newer stuff, just
Right.
so I can hear. what the growth from this was.
Yeah, I mean, so on Spotify, they have their second album,
Hmm.
which at that point, Brian and Eric had both left the band.
Oh.
Um, yeah, Eric or Brian started doing like studio work and stuff and making
Hmm.
pretty good money doing that. Eric moved to New York City and started like a sludge metal band called Ted Steele that was really good.
Ted
Um,
Steele.
Ted Steele, yeah, they're on Spotify too.
Yeah, I
But
know that's what I was doing is reaching for my phone to type
yeah,
in Ted Steele
yeah.
without the
But
one
you know,
fan.
Mark and Jason were still there, and they moved into a much heavier. But then they've also got two live albums, and
Yeah, I
one of
saw that
them,
they had quite a few choices in here.
yeah,
Is it spelled steel like exactly like it sounds?
I believe so. Steel. I don't think there's an e at the end.
And it's Ted, like, oh,
Yeah,
there it
yeah,
is. Ted
yeah.
Steele.
Ted Steele.
All right, we're gonna be listening to that later.
Right on, man. Um, but yeah, so then they've got a live album. One of them was like at their peak, like
Hmm.
it was, and then the other one is Jason got a job. I want to say it was in television, but I'm not 100% sure. But he moved down south,
Okay.
so he was leaving. So they broke up the band.
Oh man.
So the other one is their last concert before they did a few reunion shows.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get the parallels there. The band that I guess would be the closest to me as far as you getting close to the scene and knowing the guys and everything is called
yeah,
Big MF Stick. And
right,
one of their guys moved away. It
yep,
split up the band,
yeah,
and then they played one final show. I don't remember when because I'm terrible with dates
yeah.
with Head PE at
Oh, yeah.
Vogue.
Okay.
So the parallel there is really interesting just because, like you said, something happened.
Yeah.
Band is over, but they still had to have that last show,
Oh,
had
yeah,
to give
dude.
that what I would say is the goodbye for the fans. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. And so I was there at that last show and listening to that recording and remembering seeing it, I could almost like visualize it. You know what I mean?
I
It
do.
was just, yeah,
I was visualizing the concert I was talking about as I was talking to
yeah,
you about it, just because of the way. And again, it's the parallels in music and the way music affects us as people. And speaking of music and the way it affects it, I had brought up before that I read an article about how the ADHD brain
yep,
processes music.
yep,
Listening to this and knowing you have said that you're pretty sure you don't have ADHD,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I would have thought you did. This is
yeah,
the like anything, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all.
sure.
Anything you think about ADHD, it's kind of
Uh,
this music.
right
It's
on.
it's all this stuff going on, but it all
Yeah,
makes sense to the creative, and it comes out real not fast, but
right.
it comes out real high energy, and it's this is ADHD music. And I don't mean that in a rude way at
Yeah,
all.
no, I mean, hey, I get it. Like, as a kid,
Hmm.
dude, I rode my bike to a Brother Meat show in like this, it was like the worst rainstorm ever. And then I skidded out and skinned up my whole side, went to the show, showed it to Eric. He went behind the bar and got a cup of ice for me to put on it. And I mean, I still jammed out, dude. Like, I had so much energy as a kid, and my mind was going in so many different directions. And, like,
Yes.
you know, um,
No,
but,
I
but,
understand
but,
completely.
but years later, dude, um, at a show, Eric called me out for it. He was like, he rode he rode his bike in the biggest storm that Ithaca had ever seen and wiped out and still stayed and rocked out. And it was just like, Yeah, man. You
That's
know.
what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
that's how you got there. You didn't have no choice. It was that
Yeah.
or you don't get there. And with
Yeah,
it
dude.
being
And I
your
was gonna
scene
get
and your
there.
friends and
Yep. Yep. I was
okay,
definitely gonna get there.
so then we have the axe, which you were kind of bringing up early.
I
Um,
love the axe.
I
Yeah.
thought it's interesting. My first thoughts were, is this a sad song to uplifting music?
Right.
Like a
Right. Right.
question, and it was.
It's the
And
closest thing Brother Meat has to a ballad.
exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Except, or also, my foot at this point is starting to hurt just imagining all the pedal work that
Yeah.
these guys have to do, be it the
Right.
wah or, and they don't get over effecty or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
No, but Mark would definitely punch up some effects. I mean, on his guitar, like
yeah,
the stomp box. You saw
yep,
it on the stage. So yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we
And
watched him do
like
it.
I said, you and I both know that sort of thing. So I even
Yeah,
wrote down my foot is starting to hurt just imagining how much he's,
yeah. It's awesome because so like they pulled the axe out of the set because it was a slower song. The
uh,
crowd didn't really react to it that well. When the album came out, people started wanting to hear it because it's such a good song.
yeah, it is.
Lyrically, it might be their best song, honestly. Um,
Yeah, he's not, and I don't mean this in any kind of insult at all.
yeah,
He's not like, well, with Sean, the wordplay was deep and
yeah,
subtle and a lot
yeah,
going on. And the singer's very straightforward. He's having fun. You know what I mean? He's
yeah.
not trying to spin a clever phrase. He's just
Right,
talking
right.
about whichever subject he wants in a fun
Yeah,
way. Again,
yeah,
fun, 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 fun. That's all we're going to say tonight, evidently.
yeah. but so once the album came out and people really heard the song,
Hmm.
um, dude, there were times when the crowd would sing that with Jason
Yep.
so loud that you couldn't even hear him in
Oh,
a club.
I could
So
hear
that's
the, and I don't know if they were designed that way. They're smart
yeah,
musicians, maybe, but I could pick out the where live with your tempo and timing and everything, you would probably have the crowd parked
sure,
because every band
sure,
does that, right?
yeah,
Either their hook, they
yeah,
would like for the audience to sing the hook, or
right, right.
I could
Crowd,
feel where this band would probably be better, best enjoyed live.
yeah, yeah. Crowd participation was a big part of Brother Meat shows, man, for sure.
You could feel
Um,
it.
yeah, but dude, I love that. I mean, he's kind of pinched a line from the Rolling Stones, but you know.
I didn't catch it. What was the line?
Oh, the Fine Arab Charger. The Rolling Stones have a song about a hero on a fine Arab Charger.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, and so.
It's probably a wink, wink, nod, nod
Oh yeah,
type
yeah,
of.
yeah. No, I love it, dude. If I could, I would believe the story of a knight in shining armor riding a fine Arab Charger. I mean, it's great.
Uh,
Yeah, it's just a callback. It
yeah, I
wasn't
didn't.
like yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Um,
And it doesn't sound, obviously, it's not derivative in any way,
Oh,
shape,
sure. It doesn't
or
sound like
form.
Rolling Stones at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, it was just a callback to a song that I think Jason enjoyed, you know?
Hmm.
So
That leads into the eighth song, I guess, which
let's see.
is higher.
Oh, higher.
This
Okay.
might be, for me,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know. We're getting there. This is definitely one of the peaks for
Great
me.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a
it's
great song.
constructed well.
Yeah.
It uh, doesn't sound demo-y. It does
Yep.
not sound young, I guess is what I was trying to get at earlier. None
Yeah.
of that. This sounds like they probably either this is one of the highlights in their set or
Yeah.
it's the probably the closer maybe. And then the problem with all of that is the next song is really neat too and really
Right.
well put together. But I don't yet want to jump ahead to that song because I have another note that is kind of important. The female voice
Yeah. Yeah.
came out of nowhere
Right.
and I loved it. I was like,
Okay. Right on.
"Oh, okay."
Right
I
on.
just liked the dynamic, the way her voice sounded with what they were doing musically.
Yeah.
It came in like a nice surprise. It was just like, I'm getting down, I'm having fun, I'm bobbing my head and whatever.
Right.
And then I hear that and I was like, "Oh," but not in a bad way. I was just like, "Oh, wow, what a neat, creative surprise to throw in the middle of a song." Because
Right. Right.
until then, I had no indication, no even thought that they would have a female singer. Not because, you know, the energy or anything like that. It's just they're so doing their own thing that I couldn't
Yep.
have put anything else in there with them, but they
So
managed.
yeah, so there was another band back home called Blind Man's Holiday,
Hmm.
and that girl was the singer for Blind Man's Holiday,
Okay.
and she was not the girl who sang that song with him live.
Okay.
The girl who sang the song with him live was this girl named Laura Gersh,
Hmm.
and Laura, dude, she could belt. Like she had like a Janis Joplin voice.
Hmm.
Like it was amazing. And I think it matched the energy of the song a little better. Um, I think on
Do you
the
know what?
album, she kind of brings the energy down a little bit when she comes in.
Oh, I
Um,
disagree. I
okay,
think it
cool.
changes
Yeah.
in a positive way. I don't think it brings anything down
Okay, right on.
at all. Like I know what you're trying to say. You don't mean down as in sad or anything, but
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
mean
I
like
mean, it's just when you're used to Laura, you know,
oh, it's
and
because you know the difference between the
yeah,
two. I get
yeah.
that.
Hearing Laura and the way she would attack the song,
Hmm.
and then hearing it so mellow and like on the album, it would
I get that. You know what
the
an
only disappointment on the album to me.
just
I mean,
because you know the difference or whatever. And I
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
get what you're saying is with the voice and how the styles would be different. If what I was going to ask is, do you know what an old Johnny girl is?
I do not.
How familiar are you with Ray Charles?
Oh, I love Ray Charles. Yeah,
Hit the road,
of
Jack.
course, of
That
course.
that I don't know how other any other way to say this, but
Uh-huh.
sassy, upset black lady,
Sure,
like
sure, sure.
you can hear her just getting into it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that's called an Oh Johnny Girl. Like it was this
Okay.
specific kind of, and I didn't know that either until the movie. And Ray Charles is creating and doing his thing, and he's
Yeah.
tinkering it out, and he's like, "Get me an Oh Johnny Girl," and I was like,
That's
"Mhm."
funny. I watched that movie, but I did not remember that part. The only
Yeah,
thing I remember about that part is that he would feel a woman's wrist to decide if he wanted to sleep with her or not.
yeah, he
Because
wasn't. He had a type. He had a body type
yeah,
that he
yeah,
liked.
yeah. If her wrist was the wrong size, yeah,
Other than
that's
that, there is no other comparison to Ray Charles in Brother Meat at all.
sure. Yeah,
And then, even though I say that's the peak,
yeah.
Heaping Fudge,
Woo,
the hook
dude.
for Run
Yeah,
and Hide,
yeah, yeah.
I really liked that.
So okay, so I do want to talk about Laura for just a second
Sure,
because
absolutely.
Laura, the girl who would do Higher with them live, sweetheart, such an amazing girl, man. I mean, she's obviously a grown woman now, but dude, she was so incredible. Sunshine, powerful voice. I think that the guys wanted something more polished on the album, but I also think that maybe at the end of the day, they might have kind of regretted not putting Laura on it, because it was kind of her song. And so it
Oh
was kind
yeah,
of, it was her part. It was kind of weird to hear somebody else singing it. Nothing against the girl from Blind Man's Holiday, like
right,
but that wasn't the way that I had heard that song done hundreds of times. So it was
right.
just
And if
like
you happen to like the vocal styling of
Laura,
the
yeah,
either one, it's
yeah,
great. Personally, I think the more Janice style, the Oh Johnny Girl style, would really like cherry on top the song. And that is
yeah,
not, I am not saying anything bad or discouraging about the lady that actually sang it on the album. It's
right,
just
right,
after
right,
you pointed out how live they would have that kind of the sassier, sultry. I can almost hear it, and it's like, yeah, that would that, especially with some of that guitar work that's almost bluesy.
Yeah, yeah, man. And so I have a funny story about Laura too.
All right.
Hopefully, because things stick in your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Years later. So like I'm up front dancing, jamming out, and Laura comes up to me and she goes, "You look like Kurt Cobain," which I got a lot when I was a kid.
yeah.
Um, and I was like, "Thanks, I hear that all the time." And then she goes, "No, Kurt Cobain was a very handsome man." And I thought Laura was amazing. So for her to like say that to me, I was relatively embarrassed. And it's also a memory that will always be in my mind.
Right.
It
Because
was
as we've
super
gotten
cool.
older too, and you and I have
Yeah.
both performed,
Yeah.
what she did there was take time, even just a moment, to not only acknowledge you,
Yeah.
but put you over for
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
reason other
Yeah.
than she was sounds like a great person
Yep.
and
Yep. I was dancing. She came up and told me that. She made the rest of my night, dude. I was just
yeah,
like, man. And I still, to this day, at 51, remember her saying that to me.
of
It is very
course.
cool. Yeah.
Of
Very cool.
course.
Yeah.
I already mentioned the title of Heaping
Keep me
Fudge.
fudge, man.
Wow.
So Eric comes up to me and
Yeah.
he's like, man, what is your favorite song that we
Mm.
play?
Okay.
And I was like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really like the Axe.
Hmm.
And he was like, okay. Um, what are some of your other favorite songs? And I was like, okay, so Animal, which they didn't play very much. I loved Animal. There's no recordings of it. It makes me
Oh
sad.
man.
And then I was like, and Get on the Funk is a great freaking song.
Which happens to be next on the album.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, okay, okay. So if you like Animal and you like Get on the Funk, you have got to hear this new song we're working on. He was like, it is the heaviest shit that we have ever done.
Yep, I could hear that.
Like, I was like, dude, I'm psyched. And he was like, wait until you hear it. And he was like, I've only got two words for you. And I was like, okay, what's up? He goes, heaping fudge. And then, I think they played it that night for the very first time. And holy shit. It's
But that's such a
so
neat
different from anything else that they had done at that point.
yeah, I you can tell on the
Yeah.
album even though it
Paranoia, like freaking whispered lyrics and then
yep.
explode. It's so different, dude. Yeah, it's a great freaking song.
Yeah, I agree. That's what actually what I wrote down about it is it's just a well constructed song that
Yeah.
has that kind of heavier vibe to it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still is still them. It's
Yeah.
still this funk, ska, grunge fusion,
Yeah.
whatever they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
speaking of that little fusion they're creating, they get right back to it with Get on the Funk. They
um,
go right into reminding you we're a funk band. We're a
yep.
high
Yep.
energy. We're a funk band.
Yeah.
Listening to this song, I really was trying to, at this point, maybe see if I could pin down some kind of influences or anything like that.
It's tough, dude.
No, none.
Huh? Who do you
They're
got?
all
Yeah.
over the
Yeah.
place.
It's
They're,
tough, dude. I mean, like, so when I first heard them, I thought they sounded like Primus kind of fused with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's what I thought. But then, and then I was like, and I hear Led Zeppelin in the guitars.
mhm,
Um, and it's like, but that doesn't even do them justice. And I know that like Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam kind of became an influence on Jason later.
right.
Um, but man, they are their own entity, dude.
I
Like,
love that. I love bands that do
yeah,
that. Whether I like the music or not, I still completely appreciate a band that is solely their own thing. We ran into it or whatever with Rusty Ship, how
yep,
they're a nautical band and they're telling themes and things like that.
yeah, yeah,
Jen Christie was the same thing.
yep,
She is
yep,
her, and you
yeah,
got it. The album. I think Shun is like that,
yep,
and I think these guys are like that. It's
yeah,
they know who Brother Meat is,
yep,
and it
yeah,
comes across just again fun. everything they do is fun, even if the lyric is politically charged or personal issue or something like that. Still fun.
Yeah, and I mean the thing about Heaping Fudge, like live, oh, so fun, dude. I got to come up and sing that song with him a couple times, and like,
Oh
just
man.
yeah, and just the freaking like, or not Heaping Fudge. I'm sorry, I meant to say Get on the Funk.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the breakdown at the end, the dude,
Mm.
like, oh my god, I would rip my neck off, like headbanging to that thing, dude. Like,
Where's okay? I've got a note later in about that
yeah,
exact thing when it's time to just
yeah,
throw your horns up and
yeah,
yeah.
man, yeah, yeah, yeah,
They know
yeah,
when to get that in there. They're
yep,
to me timing, right? Their timing is so good, and I don't mean just the beat one, two, three. I mean
yeah.
knowing
Where they
exactly.
put stuff
Yes,
in the
yes.
song, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
And
yeah,
then
dude, I had
um
really long hair back then, and it would just be flying, dude. It was oh god,
uh,
so good,
makes my neck hurt just thinking about it.
bro. Yeah, like I don't know how my neck still functions, carries my head around on it. Like I probably legitimately gave myself whiplash some of those nights. Like I
Oh
would go
yeah.
home dizzy.
I
Like
guarantee
you
I did
know,
the same thing. And
yeah,
then this was all before even training. You know what I mean? This
sure,
was
sure, sure, yeah,
listening to
yeah.
this type of music and these type of experiences with the head banging and all that.
Yep, yep,
That was I think everybody, this would be interesting to talk to older metalheads as we move on and as you talk to
yeah.
different people on different podcasts. I'd like to know who out there at our age, like I can feel it a little bit because they maybe headbang just a little too
A
hard
little
in
too
the
much, yeah, yeah.
and again, how the way the all songs all fit together, the next song it picks right up. It doesn't
Mhm.
I mean you can obviously tell that a track switches or whatever,
Yeah.
but it picks right up. And that's I'm gonna have to look. Can you dance now?
Can you dance to the boogie? Yeah,
Now I got to see somebody dance to this song because
dude.
I have no idea
Okay,
how you would what would you even do? How would you dance to this song?
okay. So, two things. First of all, could you tell that that was Eric singing "Get on the Funk" and not Jason?
Now that you pointed out the two differences, yes, because I know
Right.
the vocal difference.
Right. Yeah. When I first heard the album, well, the demo actually,
Hmm.
and didn't know that they switched vocalists, I couldn't tell that because I think Jason and Eric have a very similar
Hmm.
voice, but Eric's
Yeah.
is a little deeper, and he's a little more theatrical, I think, than Jason's. But but yeah, so that's Eric on that track. Um,
The whole
and
track?
so, yeah, 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 the whole song, the whole get on the funk. That's all Eric. Yep.
Oh no, I mean on Can You Dance or whatever.
Oh no, Dance to the Boogie is Jason.
How do you again, how do you
Okay, so that song, first of all, live is about 15 minutes long. Um, and they
because you got
do
to have breakdowns in a boogie song.
right a bunch of different disco dances, and Jason would demonstrate them, and then you would do them in the crowd. The sprinkler became the big one, dude. We all like, oh my god, yeah. So, but yeah, that's what that song was for. It was weird that they put it on the record because it's barely a song. It's like an audience participation jam, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Now that you
So
pointed
for
out,
yeah, so for them to cut it down to like 3 minutes, and it's literally just, can you dance? Ah, can let's dance to the boogie? Can you dance?
yeah,
Ah,
but now that you mentioned like disco and stuff, I
yeah.
could easily see them throwing in some of that, but that weird disco had a tone, like
Hmm.
a kind of like grunge has its own tone or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so like to me, it's so exactly when somebody says disco, I'm picturing like probably is that Club 54 or whatever, the
Oh
famous
yeah, sure.
disco,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Saturday Night Live or what's that movie with the
Saturday Night
stand?
Fever. Saturday Night
Yes,
Fever.
thank you.
Yeah.
That whole I can picture this band doing that. And I bet it would
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
dude, that was part of their deal. They
Yeah.
definitely would wear bell bottoms sometimes and like, big collared shirts and freaking rock out. I remember one year for Christmas, I got Jason like I want to say they were orange leather bell bottoms, and
What?
he freaking loved them, dude. He wore them on stage like the day after I got them for him.
I had these they were bell bottoms. I want to say they were I want to say purple, either corduroy
Yeah.
or maybe some kind of velvet. Man.
Okay. So, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this to the world because it's not a big secret. Um, Generally, if you see me walking around, you can tell. But where it came from is a bit of a secret.
Okay.
Jason, I was like, dude, when you're on stage, your pants are so freaking tight. How how do you not have like wrinkles and bumps in them and stuff from your underwear? He said, "Oh man, I don't wear underwear. I haven't worn underwear in years.
All
I
right.
stopped wearing underwear."
I used to.
Yeah,
I used to
and
find it more comfortable and all that.
I
Now
think it
I
is.
don't.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
I
it's
stopped. Yeah, I stopped wearing underwear at 18 because Jason from Brother Meat told me that he didn't wear underwear.
that's funny.
Yeah,
It's so neat how, and I bet again, a lot of people our age are going to
yeah,
have those kind of same stories.
yeah.
Like I definitely had Lane Staley's haircut and tried to do the.
Sure.
There was even a point. Do you remember Mad Season, that era at all?
Sort
He wore
of.
like
Yeah.
long sleeve black shirt and these like
Okay.
you probably know the exact type of gloves. They're like
I
a generic brown, almost like a work glove, but out of them. And I just jocked that whole style, except for then I still had the long hair and I wasn't cutting it. So I
right.
get the don't whatever, that guy's cool.
Yeah,
I'm doing that thing.
dude.
And you just naturally,
Yeah, as much as Jason was and Eric and Brian and Mark were my friends, like I definitely looked up to him so much, man. Like, you know,
yeah, how could you not? Like
yeah.
they're doing the if you love music that they love, it's like a power source. It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
you plug into it somehow and get recharged, re-energized.
yeah.
So yeah, I get that.
Dude, so I think we talked about this off the podcast, but because of personal stuff, I can't really listen to Alice in Chains anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I was very, very into them in the 90s, and
yeah,
I actually used to do the braids in my goatee.
yeah. I remember that. Not
Yeah.
from you, but I remember when Lane did that.
Yeah, I
There's
did
this
it because of
story.
Lane, yeah.
Um, I don't know if you see it. I've got an Alice in Chains book behind me somewhere,
Oh, cool.
and it's a really good book. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Anyway, there's a story that it must be somebody telling the author about Lane, where he had the long goatee braided with the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
skull
yeah.
beads in it, the era, and he's on a
Yeah.
plane or maybe it's a restaurant eating soup,
Oh,
and
wow.
the braid and the bead and everything keeps like dropping in his
Dropping
soup,
in a soup.
and he'd be
Oh
like
my.
turning to talk to people and like flinging soup.
Oh man, that's too funny, dude.
Did you
I mean,
anything
mine
like that?
was pretty long, but it wasn't that long, dude. It was, didn't Dimebag Daryl have? Didn't he do that too for a while?
I think his was
The
just like
long
long
braid.
and red, right?
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes he would put a braid in it, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
It, it could be. I'm in
Yeah,
my head. It's the image of him, even from like the times I've seen him live or in the magazines or when I was fortunate enough to get to meet him.
yeah.
I did I tell that story? If not,
I don't think so. Go for it, dude. Yeah.
so Pantera were coming, and of course I'm a fan. I like Pantera. All
Sure,
my
sure,
group of friends did
sure.
do all that. They were playing somewhere, Deer Creek, and they
Okay.
were at Karma on Post Road, like signing autographs.
Okay. Right
So like
on.
me, I want to say DC went with me, and
Okay.
then my buddy Joey, and then we run into my friends in the Van Paradox up there, and they told us to skip up and hang out with them.
Hmm.
Anyway, I don't know why or whatever, but at the time I get up there, get to the line, and I'm just flabbergasted. I'm just like, um, uh, and
Yeah.
without a beat, without anything, Dime is the first one right there. He goes, "Yeah, man, I'm Dime. Big high five. It's nice to meet you. Coming tonight, just
Nice.
exactly what you would want from meeting a musician like that."
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Again,
That's
it's
awesome.
part of the whole. You can always tell when there's musicians like you.
Yeah.
Not always because of the music they make and you like it, but there's like a personality, almost connection.
Right. Right.
So, House, this had a really neat like effect kind of. I mean, I'll say gimmick because you and I
Yeah.
use the word differently in
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
where it's like drowning and the lyrics sound like he's drowning and the music
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
it's drowning.
Yeah, and that's from like a book. I can't remember. I just remember Jason saying that it was from a book.
Hmm.
Um, but House is a funny song, dude. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell the story of that song, man.
Oh, that's funny that you might not even be
Um,
allowed to.
well, it's been so many years, dude. Who cares? Jason, if you do end up listening to this podcast, don't hate me, brother. Um,
I'll tell you
so,
what, I'll be
yeah.
the if it's too bad, we'll do the
I mean, it's not really anything bad, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna go deep, deep, deep into it.
yeah, you
Okay.
don't want to talk out of school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's personal stuff that about me, kind of like basically. Okay, we had this friend named Christy. Christy was
Hmm.
amazing. Um, I didn't like her boyfriend. He was super controlling,
Hmm.
and I felt like she should be with someone else.
You or just as her friend, you wanted her with somebody else. I don't care either way. I'm just curious about the.
Well, so all right, screw it, dude. It's been decades. Who cares?
All
So
right.
I spent the night with Christy at her house one night when
Hmm.
her boyfriend was out of town,
Hmm.
and nothing happened.
Right.
We just hung out. We had some drinks, hung out. I
Yeah.
slept on the couch. She slept in the bedroom. Um, and so then I was like, okay, she doesn't dig me, but I don't like this dude that she's with.
Right.
Jason and I had both we had talked to each other about how cool she was and how pretty she was and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna freaking make that happen.
Oh, cool.
So anytime Jason would say something nice about Christy, I would tell her, and I would do it in like I would do it like he did it, like he said it all the time.
Yeah,
And I
you'd
would
hype
do,
him up. You'd
yeah,
hype
yeah,
up your boy.
yeah. And I did the same thing with her to him.
Yup. Yup.
And so then after a show one night, we all went over to this chick Jessica's house
Hmm.
and spent the night. And Jason and Christy got together.
Awesome. Did they
Yeah.
stay together or any
No.
amount of time, or was it
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
for pretty good amount of time. Yeah, yeah,
oh, nice.
yeah, yeah. They had a pretty decent relationship. But the song "House" is about Christy. So
And like,
yeah.
how?
So basically, like, so Jason. Damn it, dude. Okay, so Jason was like, I wrote a song about you, and he played it for her.
Okay.
And then Christy didn't like the song because she felt like it was insulting.
Okay.
But then she told me that like basically what Jason meant, Jason told her that what he meant was like the house was his mind,
Oh,
you know? So like he couldn't stop
okay.
thinking about her.
I
Yeah.
get it now. I
Yeah.
get it now. To me,
Yeah.
it came across a little more literal. I was
Right.
just envisioning, oh no, I get it. This kind of makes sense because
Yeah.
the little movie part in my head was kind of picturing the woman. I think he says woman or does he say girl? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
There's a woman in the house and she won't get out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it at first toward the beginning of the song, it's like he invited her in. It's cool. There's a woman in the house
Yeah. Yeah.
and she won't get out, which
Right.
could be a good thing. And as the song goes on, it definitely is like there's a woman in the house and
Well,
she won't get out.
I definitely think that like feeling wise,
Hmm.
there was a bit of an imbalance in the relationship. I think Christy like really fell hard for Jason. And
Mm,
I think he loved her, but maybe not as intensely as she loved him.
yeah,
And I
I
think
understand
that's
that.
what the song is about. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think,
actually,
I didn't, I'm that, and that's just from conversations that I had with Christy because Jason and I never talked about shit like that.
right.
So this is all just what Christy told me, you know? Um,
I could see it now and I don't get the insult,
yeah.
but I
Well,
wasn't
because she
there. I
won't
don't.
get out. You know what I mean? Christy felt like he was saying that he wanted her out of his house. But
I think the
because
tone and the
because some of
inflection.
the because some of the stuff in the song is literal, like it's actually stuff that happened.
Oh, okay.
Um and so but like I said, he told her that the house was his mind and that it meant that he couldn't stop thinking about her and that it was driving him a little nuts that he couldn't stop thinking about her.
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah. And don't think Jason would lie. So
but she interpreted it different.
well, I think, the first time she told me about the song, she was like, "Yeah, so it's really cool and like it's about how he can't stop thinking about me and blah 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 blah." And then one night she was super drunk and she was like, "She won't get out. What the fuck is that?" So
I get it.
yeah,
And everybody's young, right? You're
yeah,
in
we
your
were all
20s.
yeah. Christy was 19, I think.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah,
just stuff goes wrong back then. Yeah, I
yeah,
get it. Yeah. That's kind of a
but
neat thing to know now
yeah,
because that drowning part,
right, right.
I
I
it's
wish I
like
could remember what book he said that was from, but it's from a book. Yeah.
hmm, that's pretty interesting.
In concert, he would wave his hands,
Like he's
and everyone
drowning.
would wave their hand back. Yeah, we'd all wave back at him.
That's funny.
Drowning. Yeah.
There's a there's a band or is
Hmm.
maybe an album title that's not waving but drowning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what is that?
Is it Sunny Day Real Estate?
I'm not sure. Drowning. Oh gosh,
It
I
might
know
be the
that
name
though.
of the band, not
I know that
waving
though.
but drowning.
Yeah.
I'm for some reason in my head it's Sunny Day Real Estate, and I don't know.
Hmm.
Funny that I even mentioned Sunny Day Real Estate, even though it was off the top of my head. I
Yeah.
kind of the first time I heard that band is kind of the same story as what you're talking about here. There was a band that I knew in high school in Seymour, so we all knew each other, right? So I watched them
Yeah.
play, and we went to classes together and all that. Many, many, many years later, somehow they hooked up with my friends in Paradox 44.
Okay.
So these old school friends of mine got came back into I don't know, would you call that my life or whatever, my circle of friends. And Harvey, the guy I knew the most or whatever, we were hanging out in his car before a show. He'd play me a demo of what they were doing. Just
Right.
I don't know if it was before I'd seen them play again, and he was just like, "Oh man, you gotta check out what we're doing." And then he was like, "Have you heard Sunny Day Real Estate?" And it was sitting in a musician friend of mine's car, just doing this. Oh my God, have you heard this?
Nice. Nice.
It relates, I think.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Hand of God,
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
that's the song that had the moment where I'm like, this is just throw your horns up, bang it
Touch
out.
the hand. Touch the hand.
Yep.
So House and Hand of God are bonus tracks from the 2000 reissue. They weren't on the original album. Um, and Hand of God is definitely from the time when most of the stuff that they were writing was really heavy.
Yeah. Well, it's the
So yeah,
closer. It's weird that you're saying that it's not. So the actual album ends with Can You
Dance to
Dance?
the Boogie. Yep, yep, yep.
Wow. That
Yeah, that's how the actual album ended in the beginning. Um,
I think, well, we talked about, was it the demos or whatever that were added to the Shun thing where
yeah,
it kind of was
yeah,
a different thing?
right.
That didn't happen with this. For me,
No, yeah,
I can't
it's
imagine the album ending with Can You Dance?
I like it a lot better with the other two tracks, honestly. And I usually am not like that. Usually
Yeah.
I want it the way that it was. But House and Hand of God are such good songs.
Yeah, they're so strong. They're
Yeah,
so like,
yeah,
this is your finishing move. This is your closer. This is,
yeah.
and that's what I wrote for it. It's like, oh, actually, um, I noticed the bass, the way it kicks in, like
Hmm.
with that weird, at first is like a blues influence, which I
Yep.
love. So I'm like, all right. And then that bass kicks in. And to me, it's so stand out as in good, like from Primus, Les
Oh,
Clay,
Les Claypool. Sure.
yeah, or
Yeah.
I mean, there are several. I don't know why I can't Fieldy guys like that you
Oh, sure.
hear and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah, it does have kind of a interesting snap to it in that song.
yes, yes, and
Yeah.
it's distinctive for him.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
this artist, I heard it other times, but now they're all great artists. But to
Yep.
me, if you did the gun to my head and said, pick the best musician in this band just because it's fun,
Right.
I think it might be the bass player.
I mean, Brian was amazing. Yeah,
You can tell
absolutely.
he's
Yeah.
just all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's so tough because, like, I think Brian is a great bass player. Eric is a phenomenal drummer. Hits the drums so hard. And dude, honestly, when him and Jason would switch, because Jason would play "Get on the Funk" live,
Oh, cool.
because Eric would step up to the front and sing.
Right.
Jason beats the shit out of those drums, dude. Like, holy crap.
That's such an
Um,
interesting like dynamic to the sound.
yeah,
We were talking about my friend that's a drummer in Rusty Ship and how he's precise and he hits
yep,
them hot fine and just as hard. And
yeah,
then there's somebody like to me, he drums for Down. Jimmy Bauer
mm,
is his name,
okay.
and it sounds like he's just hitting. Bonham was like that
Oh, sure,
from
yeah, Bonham.
Zeppelin,
Yep,
just
yep,
like
yep.
you said, just beating. The
Yeah.
joke is I was going to say Ike and Tina Turner joke, but
Oh man.
that's kind of rude. So I just,
Yeah, yeah. Let's.
we're not kids anymore. That kind of thing. Like in
Yeah,
my circle of friends, everybody knows we wouldn't agree with it. It's just, man, he's beating that thing like its name was Tina. And he was like, now, dude, that's rude as hell. But
yeah, yeah.
you
But
get
you
the
know,
sentiment. It's just, he's just beating on it.
yeah. I mean, Exhibit has a line in one of his songs where he says, "I beat the charge like Ike beat on his first wife." Yeah, you know, people. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah,
It's not we didn't mean I don't know about Exhibit, right? Because that's hip
yeah.
hop and that's a whole different
Different. Yeah,
style. And but even though we I don't make those kind of jokes now out of learned respect and all that,
yeah. Sure.
we didn't mean nothing by it, and it it kind of fits because it was horrible. What
Yeah,
anyway?
yeah.
It's just
Dude. I always feel like jokes about bringing levity to terrible situations is okay,
well,
and it
are you at all?
draws attention to it. You know?
And it releases like if you can laugh at it, it kind of
Yeah.
eases the tension. That's what I was going to say. There's a term in I think like the Native American, I don't know which one. They had so many different language. I believe
Right.
it's the Hioka. It's the
Okay.
sacred clown, and
Interesting.
that's the theory behind it, right? Um,
Yeah.
the jokes uh, make light of everything because if you
Yeah.
can make jokes and make light of it, well, that's where the expression comes from, making light of it, lifting it up. shining light
Right.
on it.
Sure, sure, sure.
So I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not offensive. If it's funny, it's funny.
Right, right. I agree. But yeah. But yeah, Hand of God's a great fucking song.
It
Man.
absolutely
Yeah.
was. Those last couple, there's quite a few songs on here where I thought, here's the peak. And then, we keep
Get
jamming, we
something
keep having
else.
fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, here's the closer. And to
Yep.
me, Hand of God is a closing track. It is the jam. It's such a good song that you, what else do you need to do?
Yeah.
Nothing. You're
Yeah.
done. You're spent. You're on your way home.
Yeah, dude, to me that song sounds like early metal. Like, I don't know. Like it's just
I get it.
it's
There's
yeah.
like some hints in there of
Like
almost the
it's
early hair stuff, not the actual hair stuff, but
right.
the
Well,
the weird
I'm
bands that led to the.
to me it reminds me of like Steppenwolf or something like
Oh,
that, you know? The
yeah,
not yeah, like not quite before metal was metal, you know, like before Black Sabbath put a name on it. You know, it
right,
reminds
yeah,
me of that stuff, like Steppenwolf and Deep Purple and Rainbow and stuff like that.
yep. That's
Like,
exactly. Deep Purple was exactly where I was gonna go for that
yeah,
that
yeah,
proto, whatever you call that. I don't know
yeah,
if it's inventing metal. It's
pre-metal. I don't know.
probably the grunge thing. You're like,
Yeah,
once somebody found a name for it, it was like, oh, that's what these guys are doing.
yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I can hear it in the song, the way it's constructed. And again, it's high energy though. When they get to
yeah,
that part where I say it's just throw your horns up and headbang,
yeah,
it's not stomp on people. It's quite literally just rah, we rock and we
yep,
headbang. And it's just
yep, yep.
fun. This whole album
Yeah,
was
dude.
fun. It was what I needed. Um,
Awesome.
I'm not sure how much I would be able to go back and revisit it,
Okay.
but I do kind of have it in my back pocket because of how it helped me tonight with
Right. Sure.
rearranging some of my mental stuff. So that leaves me the just my overall impression of the album
Yeah.
is like overall it's fun, it's funky, but the other styles mixed in the album is so good. It's so well structured. They all fit together, they weave together great, and it all kind of forms up to me what I write. Oh, I talked about each of the guys, and you could tell there are different skill
Yeah.
levels, which is high, and styles, and it all kinds of it forms up like a funky Voltron. So
Yeah.
I imagine Voltron with like a fuzzy pimp jacket and a big hat.
That's awesome.
That's
Yes.
just what it is. It's fun.
Beautiful, dude. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like to me, this album is one of the greatest albums ever recorded. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. And it was made by four amazing human beings who I was lucky enough to know and spend time with and yeah, and I hope that I don't know, now that it's available on Spotify and stuff, I hope everybody in the universe gets a chance to listen to it and loves it
If
like
you
I
like,
did.
I know people that that's mainly their genre is this kind of ska punk upbeat.
Yeah,
Uh even the even that is it Flogging Molly maybe the
sure.
Irish
Yeah, yeah, the Irish
like
funk
pub song.
pub rock type
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's in there. It's uh, you could
yeah.
tell. I bet these guys were just fun to be around. They probably
Good dudes,
either
man.
went out of their way to make sure everybody else was having fun, or
Yep.
they were just the natural type that when you're around them, you have fun.
Yeah, dude. Such good people, man. I'm gonna I need to open this bottle of water that yeah, so give me a second here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
I already mentioned how I really wanted them to, for some reason, my cover for them would be Love
Gun
Shack.
Shack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, there was another band that they kind of remind me of that I only discovered late in life, but they're from Indianapolis. They're
Okay.
more rock, but they definitely have at least one guy, if not two guys in the band, so full-time guys that play some kind of horn
Okay.
section thing. They're called Phoenix on the Fault Line. They're not as funk, and maybe they're a little more serious with
Yeah.
their lyrics and everything, but they're also
Yeah.
telling a story about like robots fighting zombies. And
That's awesome.
I was trying to think of any other band that I could even compare to Brother Meat that I would
Yeah.
know and would have followed around and would follow. And to me, well, actually, I got a weird, not a weird, as in a bad way, just for
Okay.
some reason it made me think of Frank Zappa.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's actually an interesting, I brought up this book like the last podcast about Laurel Canyon and how they talk about these weird conspiracies. And there is one with Frank Zappa. Evidently, um, his dad was
Hmm.
in the CIA,
Right.
worked at a um, chemical warfare facility, and there were
Okay.
a lot of uh, rumors and even lyrical teases in Frank Zappa's stuff to the fact or to the idea that his music was created to what it say give the people a non-revolutionary fun type of music and for them to take drugs to squash the rebellious music in the time.
Interesting. I see. I don't. I think there's a lot of rebellion in Frank Zappa's music.
I don't.
Yeah. Really?
Not real rebellion.
Hmm.
To me, it's artistry. It's not
Okay. I mean, fair. Fair.
and I'm not the hugest Frank Zappa fan, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm not the best person to dissect the lyrics
Yeah.
and but in my mind, he's just a fun, silly, not not silly as in an insult, but
Yeah.
he's having a good time. There's the same kind of vibe as Brother Meat, you know what I mean? Very
Yeah.
light,
Yeah.
very so I could see, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like that was a
interesting.
bit of a stretch, but it would be neat if that's the case was running a
With
band like this. Because
yeah.
Brother Meat, I couldn't imagine, even though they're really good, I just couldn't imagine anybody grasping onto him like that and trying to push them on people
Hmm.
because they're the kind of band that just you got to find, you got to be exposed to it. It's not, hey, listen to
Yeah.
Brother Meat right now because you're going to need to be in the right mindset,
Yeah.
vibe, and characteristics. So I don't think you could recreate or manufacture Brother Meat. It's just
Right. Right.
not happening.
Right. I mean, and honestly, so like if I was making mixtapes,
Hmm.
which I used to do, I would throw, the Axe or Heaping Fudge, or they have a song called Spot.
Hmm.
Um, I would throw those on mixtapes.
Would you put him like toward the middle to have like a fun break type vibe, or would you put it at the beginning to start off with the high energy, or would it depend on this subject
It would
of
depend
the
on the flow of the tape. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
basically. But I feel like those songs, for people who aren't even into funk music, are good
Hmm.
introductions to the band. You know, um, they're definitely like if you can listen to Heaping Fudge,
Yeah,
whether you like funk music or not, whether you like super fun music, whatever. I mean, like Heaping
yeah.
Fudge or the Axe, everybody knows. First of all, Jason's vocals in that song are freaking amazing, man.
On which one, the axe?
The Axe, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
he
actually like
sounds
his
so
vocals and
good.
stuff on Heaping Fudge better because I like the
They're good. Yeah. Oh, the whisper and then the growl and
right,
yeah,
like
yeah,
at first you're like, okay, everybody likes fudge. He's just thinking some fudge. And then he
Yeah.
makes it sound almost sinister. Then it's
Yeah.
like, how is fudge even remotely sinister?
Oh, so that's saying heaping fudge, that's Eric.
Okay.
Going heaping fudge. Yeah, that's
It still
Eric.
adds like a dun dun, heaping
Yeah.
fudge is coming for you. And it's
Right.
just funny.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I have see, and the funny thing is, like, I should have dove into that kind of stuff with them more. You know, the song House is the only song that I really know the story behind, and that's because
Right.
Christy told me. You know, I never really was like, dude, so why heaping fudge? Like, what is the meaning of that as the song title? You know, I never really
It might
uh,
be like the band I compared him to that I knew it would play around Sucka. It just, I don't know, somebody said it
yeah.
and it was
And it just
funny
seemed
and
yeah, they're
just
like, what are we gonna name this song? Heaping fudge.
right.
Yeah.
Because the
Um,
concept of it is like it's great and like I said, it's funny and entertaining, but it's still a little bit in the back of your head, like, why is heaping fudge
yeah.
such a big deal?
Yeah, yeah. But it's man, it's such a good song. But
They the stuff they're doing was is it's well put together. It's
yeah.
again like we've said a couple times, they knew at least when they went in and recorded, they knew what they were doing. They knew
Yep.
what at least at the time Brother Meat was and should
Yep.
sound like.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I so obviously they had a sound and they'd been playing together a long time and
Hmm.
but I also think Alex Perry Alice probably had a lot to do with that too. You know,
Right.
like but we're going to make this sound good. So they it's funny because there was 3 songs on the demo. There was Get on the Funk and Shotgun.
Hmm.
I can't remember the other one, but they took those demos and Alex remastered them and put them on the album. It's not even new recordings. He is
Oh,
just
okay.
so good in the studio. Like he took these demos and made them sound just like the rest of the album.
I was always if I ever worked in a studio, that's what I would have wanted to do.
Yeah.
Not in a way that I think I know what your band should be doing, more in a way of like, oh, I think I get what you're getting at here. What
Yeah.
if you added a tone or a crunch or
Right.
a way
Right.
you're just because of the way I listen to and visualize music, I can it's almost like a completely I talked about brains being like a house and all that, like a
Right.
completely open room with any possibilities.
Right.
And I know that's kind of weird to explain, but it's almost like if you know the beat and all that, it's like, okay, yeah, I could see where, like you were talking earlier about the song with the lyrically, he's talking about a Native American.
Right. Right. Shotgun.
Once you told me that, I was like, there's this part in the middle where you could have, if you wanted to, faded into some kind of like Native American like drum,
Right. 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 Right.
not quite tribal, but you know what I mean? That sound that the Native American had. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
I
it's
don't
just
know.
neat.
What?
Yeah. And they
Yes.
probably could have pulled it off and have been like, and they could have done a rain dance in the middle of their song and it'd have fit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think you got to be a little careful about that because they were white guys. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
See, I don't think of it like, what do they call that?
Cultural
Culture.
appropriation. Yeah,
No, it's tribute.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
letting, especially with what he was saying in the lyrics.
yeah. Definitely.
It to me, it would have just been here's our musical tribute to what they do. But I
Yeah.
see what you're saying, where some people might be like, wait a minute, no, no, that doesn't work because they're white
Right.
guys playing
Right.
funk.
Right. But yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know. I love the album.
Yeah.
Like, I love the album. I love the band. So happy it's on Spotify.
I don't think it gave me any kind of real insight into whatever's probably going on in your brain
Yeah.
because I got it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's You were
Yeah.
having, at
The
least at the
time of
best
my
times,
freaking life, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
having all the fun.
Yeah. I mean, bro, so 18 to 22, best years of my life. And here's the thing. I was single the whole time. I was, well, not the whole time. The majority of the time I was single. Um,
Right.
I was still living at home with my mom. I was a grown man, still living at home with my mom. I was working a shitty job washing dishes at a restaurant. The reason it was the best time of my life was because of Brother Meat. Was a hundred
Because you
percent.
found your, at least at the time, because everybody goes their own separate ways,
Yeah,
but you found where you fit in, where you
yeah,
probably belonged, and that
yeah,
adds that extra element to the album and to the music that
yeah,
is
dude.
why you say it means so much to you.
I can't think of any other time that I was happier than at their shows, man. I really can't. I think that is the happiest I have ever been in my entire life. Is at Brother Meat shows, freaking rocking out
Doing the
and
thing,
feeling like I
music
was
thing.
part of something. You know,
Yes, yes, that's a good way to put it. That the
I
live
man,
concert gives off that vibe. You're all part of this, whatever you want to call it, experience.
yeah, yeah. It was amazing, dude. It was
Was
yeah,
the How was their draw? Like, were they packing big clubs,
dude.
just 100 room seats, stuff, or 100 seat rooms, stuff like that?
So there isn't a ton of big clubs in Ithaca,
Hmm.
you know. But every place that they played, there was a lot of fucking people there. Kind of from the beginning, you know. Because like I couldn't go see them right away because I was
Right.
17. By the time I turned 18, that was when. And I guess I mean, uh, there was off nights, but I
Oh
mean the
yeah, of
fact that
course.
they could play on a Tuesday or a Wednesday sometimes and still have a pretty good sized crowd, that says a lot. And then
Yeah, it really does.
they got really big on the frat circuit.
I could see why a positive
Yeah.
frat boy culture attitude, because it's a thing, and I don't
Yeah.
mean the weird ways, but
Yeah.
I could see how this would resonate, especially in that you're talking late 90s, early
Mid
2000s.
90s. No, mid 90s. Like, yeah.
I could
Mid
see how it
early to
would
mid
catch on.
90s. Yeah. So yeah, but they would play frat parties. And the kids would just pay them to come and set up like in the living room and they would just freaking rock out
That's amazing.
in these frat houses, dude. It
Yeah.
was so fun and you could get so drunk. Like, oh my God.
I don't think we've really I've told this story yet,
Yeah,
but you know DC, but I don't think
of
you
course. Yeah.
any anyway, his dad's house is way out in the middle of nowhere, and we
Okay.
were getting to become friends with this band Paradox 44. And of
Okay.
course, they were doing their thing, they were getting going, so they needed all the practice they could get and all that.
Yeah.
So DC and I's birthdays are both in June.
Okay.
Mine's early, his is later. Somewhere in the middle of it, we were like, "Hey, let's just have a party." We had a keg and
Right.
our group of people and some extra friends over, and we were talking about it with those guys, and they're like, "I mean,
We'll come
we'll
play.
play in
Yeah.
your garage."
Hell yeah.
And they're out there jamming out. DC's dad had a Harley Sportster,
Okay.
and it's in the garage. So
Oh man.
they're jamming out, and
Yeah.
Rob's Harley is like right over there.
That's awesome, dude.
And it's not like people think when you say, "Oh yeah, we had a birthday party with a keg with a live band." Yeah, we
Yeah.
had those things, but no one got too drunk. There were no
Right.
kind of fighting. It was never unsafe.
Right.
It was
Right. Right. Right.
just the vibe like you're talking about. It was just these guys being like, we like you guys. We need to practice. We'll play. Let's go." And then you
Yeah.
get an intimate, I don't know. I don't know what you would call that, an intimate experience with the band
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. Dude.
Did that
Yeah.
happen
It's
like with you? Did you see them where there was only? If there were 20, 25 people at this birthday party, I'd be surprised.
Dude, I don't remember Brother Meat ever having crowds that low. I
Oh,
really
wow.
don't. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, especially by the time I got to see him, you know, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to see him until I turned 18. So that would have been 92. Um, and I feel like they were already pretty well established in town, you know?
Okay.
So, so yeah, I don't remember them ever really having small crowds.
I
And that
wonder
could
what
be me going back and looking at it, you know, from a
it depends
different.
on what you consider small, because the only
Yeah.
reason I even brought up that intimate show with the guys in Paradox is because they were like, we don't care how many people is there. We like you guys. We'll jam. But
Right.
when it was time, when their name was on a bill, like at the Emersons where we saw them the most, packed
Okay.
house,
Yeah, sure.
packed house.
Sure.
Do bands, does that happen? I'm sure it's happening somewhere, but this live scene, you know what I mean? This grind, but
I
still
think
kind of
that it's
fun.
see, so I do another podcast, Most
Yep.
Excellent Entertainment. Watch it, listen to it. Um, but I talk to a lot of musicians on that show.
Uh-huh.
They all say that live music is dead. Like, unless you're going to be a cover band,
Yeah.
it's really hard to play out, and people just aren't getting out the way that they used to.
Yeah. It's
That
probably
sucks.
no money, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The money that you need now is almost like if you're not one of these bands that have the machine behind it,
right, right,
good
right.
luck.
Yeah, and I think some of it too is the access that people have to music is so different.
Mhm.
It just changes things. Like, but I don't
I'd
know.
still go check these bands out, even if
Yeah,
I could, even if you were on. No, I think I get what you're saying. There was almost a special experience with going to show to see, like for you, it had been Brother Meat,
right,
and they bring in somebody from somewhere else, and now
right.
you get the. That's how I found out about Mudvayne, is the
Mhm.
band I've been talking about a little bit, Big MF Stick.
Yeah,
One way or another, they invited him over. And this is pre LD50. So they just
yeah.
kind of, they still rock and everything. They're still metal, but it's more like a corn vibe.
Okay.
And that's the thing that I'm getting at there is I got to discover a new band. It was like a
Right, right,
bonus.
right.
And there's something fun in the, oh, I don't know who these opening bands are going to be.
Yeah,
And maybe now with the access, if say we were going to go to a concert tomorrow with we'll use Brother Meat as example, and I
yeah.
would see like with Jen Christie or whatever,
Right.
I'm man, I might just I'm bored. Might as well hear what they sound like.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
changes the does it cheapen the experience, you think,
I
or
don't
just
know.
change it?
So when I had Christian Shields on my show, we talked about the fact that like they went out on this summer of '89 tour with
Mm-hmm.
Trickster, Enough's Enough, and Pretty Boy Floyd.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was like, and they were the kids. They were young, They were,
Right.
and I was like, so how did the crowds react? Like, did they know your stuff? Like, and they were like, oh no. They were like, we, they were advertised, so they would just go on Spotify and listen to us. And it was like, he's like, by the time we got there, they knew all our songs. And I was like, right, I didn't even think about that. You know?
Next time you get to talk to a musician that's
Yeah.
maybe done that then
Yeah.
and is doing it now, I'd like
Yeah.
to know how they feel about the experience because I'm sure there's something about you would hear stories back in the day how bands would go out with, let's say, Van Halen,
Yeah.
and the fans were not having it, period.
Right.
And the
Right.
bands themselves, since it's a long tour, would talk about how they had to not really fist fight, but fight and bring their
Yeah.
A game to
Yeah.
every
When the
show.
crowd's over. Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
that might take away that a little bit of that extra
Winning the crowd over.
drive.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'd be
Um,
interested in knowing what older musicians now think about that kind of
yeah,
change in the way you view an opening band.
but at the same time, so like I saw the Aquabats
Hmm.
a couple months ago, and they played with Mike V and the Rats and Coffin Cats,
Wait a
and
minute.
it's
Who are Mike V and the Rats?
a punk band. They're,
Interesting. One
yeah,
of the guys in Paradox,
uh huh.
Mike V, that's what he went by. He's from Indianapolis.
Interesting.
I don't know what he's doing musically. He's a good sized guy as far as muscle wise, long
Okay.
blonde hair,
Hmm.
looks metal as crap, but not in
Yeah.
a bad way. So I don't
Right.
know what,
That'd be interesting if it's the same guy. That would be.
yeah, definitely.
But uh, but so I made a playlist and I listened to them. But the Coffin Cats especially blew me away live.
Oh yeah,
Like holy crap. So even though I did try to familiarize myself with their songs, I was not ready for what those guys were going to do live.
I believe it. Yeah.
Holy
I've seen enough
mackerel, man.
video to know
Yeah.
that their
Oh,
visual and their live experience is very much a part of the
yeah, dude.
whole.
And Mike V and the Rats
Hmm.
had the best guitar player I have ever seen in a punk band. Like
Yeah, because
that
that
dude was
usually doesn't.
shredding. Yeah. Yeah, he was shredding, dude. Like I was like, this is punk? You know? So
And Mike V and the Rats.
yeah.
Oh no, that's definitely not.
Not the same.
Um, Vandergriff is Mike V's name. The
Oh, okay.
guy from Paradox, Mike Vandergriff.
Okay.
Just an interesting coincidence, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I was not ready for either one of those bands, even though I listened to them beforehand.
There was a
Uh,
band that did this same thing for me that came and played. Again, it must have been with Big MF Stick,
right?
and they're called. At the time, they were called the Goodyear Pimps, and I think it's turned into just the
That's a
Pimps.
great name.
Oh, they're an interesting band.
That is a great name.
They start the set with this like almost porn wah,
Okay.
and I'm watching, and then just the way the music picks up, they had a percussionist and everything. Instantly, I just turned and went and bought a CD. Just
Nice.
instantly, I was in from the first 2 minutes of them starting to play. And maybe that's the part of it that I kind of miss that might be gone now is, oh, wow. And just
Yeah.
going and getting the CD right away. I got to have whatever this is.
Yeah, I get that, dude. Like it's so different, dude. The way that things I don't know, the way that people consume music is so different,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it really is. And I
And
don't
it's never
know.
gonna change. Like it's or it might change, but it's never gonna go back to the way it was, you
It
know?
might have to because the more things are moving with streaming and more they're finding more and more ways to make whatever they have exclusive and pay,
Right,
and
right,
it
right.
might just turn into the point where people are going to be like, I'm not paying for music plus. i'm just
Right,
gonna
sure.
I'm just gonna go and enjoy the live show or whatever. So maybe
Yeah.
it'll force people to have to search it out again and give them
Yeah.
that kind of thrill of the hunt. You know,
Yeah, I
little.
mean, dude, I broke my phone. I dropped a Seder on it at work
Uh-huh.
a while back. I had no phone. And I was listening to music on the radio, like the
Okay.
actual radio.
Yeah.
And I was like radio stations, and I was reading books and it was just reading comics, and it was I felt like this was how life was supposed to be, you know.
I get that.
Um,
Plus, back then you couldn't, like, now when I hear a song, and this might be a good thing or it might be a bad thing depending on how someone views the experience,
yeah,
I can latch. I can go, oh wow, I have to hear that again
Right. And you can go
right
find it.
now.
Yep.
And with
Yep.
streaming, that's so easy. It used
Yeah.
to be you'd hear it on the radio and you didn't know to tape it, right? Because it
Right.
just
Right.
played, and you would like get to spend some time with that anticipation of
Yeah.
what was that sound? What did he say? Oh, I have to hear.
Dude, so I literally like lived across the street from a mall
Hmm.
for a couple years, and it was when I had my first job and
Hmm.
was living with my mom, so didn't really have anything to spend the money on. And if I heard a song on the radio and I liked it, I would go over to the mall and buy it.
Hmm.
Like as soon as I heard it, dude. So,
And we talked about flipping through CDs, and you would just see a cover and be like,
yep,
I mean, I
yeah,
got to hear what this sounds like.
yeah, yep,
I remember when the structure changed in music stores like that. They started having almost like Discmans and stuff
yes,
where they would have a like a wall of all these different. I loved that too because I'd be like, all right, what's and you push it and you get to hear a whole song or enough of a
right,
snippet.
right. The little sound booth things where you could
Yeah.
put on the headsets. That's what they had at the ones where I lived.
I wish they still, well, they don't have music stores much anymore. I
Yeah,
went
those
into
don't really
one
exist.
a while back. Jesse and I, we were somewhere, right?
Yeah,
And I went into a music store. The first thing I ask is, what's the local scene like? What's the local band section? And they
yeah,
don't really, maybe sometimes they'll be like, we have a couple. It's right here. It used to
right.
be the guy working at the music store was also
In a band.
and a music lover obsessive like
Yeah,
us, and it would turn into, oh man, what do you like? Okay, you got to hear this
yeah.
band from over here, and I loved that feeling of it must be the discovery, the excitement that I'm trying to get at. It's
Yeah, definitely.
that
Definitely.
magic again.
Yeah, yeah. I remember so like I went to see Matthew Sweet.
Okay, I remember Matthew Sweet.
Yeah, so I had tickets to his show. And this band called Holly Faith
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to open up. Um and they were playing one of their songs on the radio to hype people up for the concert.
Uh-huh.
And I went and bought the CD because I wanted to know what I was going to see.
Right.
And it turned out that Holly Faith didn't show up.
Oh,
So Matthew Sweet just did a really long concert. But
that's still kind of cool because
yeah,
you got a unique, well, not unique because you got the whole crowd, but still unique
right.
experience
Yeah,
of they're just like, all right, well,
yeah. My opening band is, I mean, he literally said, so my opening band's not here. So we're going to be out here for a while tonight. I was like, cool.
all right.
Yeah. Um, but I really like that album. I love it, you know?
Did you ever eventually
And
get to see them
I
live? To
never saw Holly Faith. They didn't stay together very long.
what kind of music was it?
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Power pop, kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what
Kind
Matthew
of.
Sweet. I don't remember what his big. He had a hit that was.
Girlfriend. Girlfriend.
It was Girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of hits, but Girlfriend was his first one, and it was the one that kind of blew him up. But he had Girlfriend, he had I've Been Waiting, he had Ugly Truth.
Hmm.
Um,
I
yeah,
probably just can't recall him in my head, but I remember
yeah,
him being on the radio and everything, and the
yeah,
name
yeah, yeah,
sticks out. It's just,
yeah. But Girlfriend was the big one. Don't you need to get back in the arms of a good friend?
yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah, yep.
It was very, like you said, very power poppy kind of. The Gin Blossoms were in that same kind of
Yeah,
vein. It
sort
was,
of, yeah. The Jim Blossoms had a little bit more of like a roots thing going on.
yeah,
Because the guitars were a little janglier and it was a little more there was country elements to the Jim Blossoms if you really listened
yeah.
that Matthew Sweet definitely didn't have.
I
um
never saw Matthew Sweet live. I've actually seen the Gin Blossoms live at the casino over.
nice. I saw them live too. um
They were okay.
yeah,
Like
yeah, I thought they were good. I like the Gin Blossoms. So the
I like
first
a
two
couple
albums,
songs. Yeah.
they have a song called "Cheatin'" that literally could be a Hank Williams song.
What album is it on?
It's the last song on the first album.
Okay, the one that had I think
Hate
"Hate
Jealousy.
Jealousy" was the
Yeah.
lead, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
song I like is "Found Out About You."
Great song. Great
Yeah,
song. That song is actually not on any of their albums. That song was on the Empire Records soundtrack.
it's not on that first album.
Nope. Nope.
Or
Nope. It's on the Empire Records soundtrack. It came
interesting.
out at the same time, but it was yeah.
I wonder how I heard. I mean, I've seen Empire Records, so
Right,
maybe
and it was a
that's
huge single, dude. It was fucking it was everywhere. It actually was the number one song in the country, which is really, really rare for a soundtrack album or
there's.
soundtrack song.
You're wrong. Sorry.
I am?
Yeah, it's on. I thought so because I had the. It
So
was
what's
probably the
the
tape.
so what's the
New miserable experience.
yeah, so what's
Hey,
the
jealousy until I fall away, hold me down. Found out about you. I thought so
okay.
because I had the.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna find out what the Empire Records song is. Maybe that's Till I Hear It From You.
Oh, maybe
It's Till I Hear It From You on there?
on. No, it's its own EP. Till I hear it
So
from
there
you.
you go. Okay, so that's what it is. Till I Hear It From You was the Empire Records song.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know
my
that
bad,
song
dude.
too. Once you
My
pointed
bad.
out,
Dang it. Well, I'm glad that you corrected me, dude.
I was just like, I don't know, man. I loved that song so much that I
Yeah,
bought the.
you
Had to
bought the
get it.
album.
I didn't even know what it. Do you know what a gin blossom is?
Yeah, it's when you drink so much that you get like
Yeah.
permanent red cheeks.
Yep. Yep. Well, the
Yep.
guy, if I remember correctly, or at least I heard, or maybe he's
Yeah.
recovered, but I thought
The
he like
he
maybe drank
died, dude.
himself to death.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
died. Yeah. They so the guitar player who wrote pretty much every song on that first album, they kicked him out of the band because they didn't think that he would be able to handle fame because he was an alcoholic.
Right.
And
A bad
then
one, evidently.
yeah, yeah. And then he ended up drinking himself to death. So
That's,
sucks.
I mean, it happens to everybody, right? But I
Yeah.
wouldn't call, other than the name of the band, I wouldn't
Right.
call that drinking music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff about alcohol in their songs if you listen. Like almost every song has a line about drinking.
Right.
So and
They
that's
were probably
because
watching
well, he wrote all
watching
the
their friend go
songs.
through it. Oh, he
Well,
wrote all the
yeah,
songs.
he wrote all the songs. So yeah, and that's
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
why the second album isn't the same. It's still good, but it's
I didn't
not.
even try to listen to it, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
it's
I wonder what the
it's
lead.
Day Job was the lead single off that.
Nope.
No,
Evidently, it wasn't what I wanted at the time, or
it
I don't
was
know how
bigger.
it. What
It was bigger.
was it
Lots of
really
big
like?
drums and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
bigger sound, not like a
bigger
bigger
sound.
selling
Yeah, not a
album.
bigger. Yeah, a bigger sound. Yeah, yep.
And let's see, the Goo Goo Dolls are kind of a power
They've
pop.
got power pop stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
love the Goo Goo Dolls.
I only know pretty much the songs you all know, right?
Yeah,
Iris and
uh, all
I've
the songs.
I've
Name.
drawn a complete blank on
Yeah.
what the other song I name.
Name.
Yeah, those are the two that are on my MP3 list or
Right on.
Spotify list that I listen to the most.
I think Johnny Rzeznik is such an underrated songwriter.
You know
I
what? A lot of
really,
people say that. Yeah, a
yeah,
lot. And he's got some early stuff that's got like some edge to it. And
yes, yeah, definitely,
I
definitely. I
remember a bit
think
of that.
Sympathy, especially for having such straightforward lyrics, is one of the best songs ever written.
Best
I
songs ever
love,
written.
I
Wow.
love that freaking song, dude. And I just mean lyrically. I mean, it's put together well too. But
Right.
just, dude, I love those lyrics, man. Yeah,
I'll have to search it out because I
right
don't
on.
think I ever had like, I don't think I ever had an album by them.
Really, I have a bunch of Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. You like, I don't know, that power pop stuff.
I love Power Pop.
I was too
Yeah,
much of a rah. I don't listen to that
yeah, dude.
crap that I
Uh,
just didn't. I don't know.
yeah. And I mean the Knack and
Mhm.
the Kinks and the Romantics and all that stuff when I was a kid, man. I love that stuff. What I like about you, Rick Springfield. I love that shit, man.
I didn't. A lot of that
Yeah,
stuff, even though it's well constructed and well put
yeah,
together,
yeah,
it's so airy,
yeah. I get
so
it.
pop, just bubbly, and it's just like, all right, this is not what I'm into out of a song.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, so one of my favorite songs when I was a kid was "Popsicle" by Dan and Jan and Dean.
Really?
I love that song. And
I was
so
like California Dreamin' by no, that is
that's
actually not true. I like the very beginning of,
uh-huh.
is it the Mamas and the Papas?
Yeah, Mamas and
All
Papas.
the
Yeah.
leaves are I really like that. And as the song progresses into what it is, I'm like, all right, it's not quite
It's
as
not for
cool as
you.
that
Yeah.
start. There's some I loved the band's Loving Spoonful.
Oh, sure. Hot time, summer in the
Summer in this,
city.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Back of my neck, feeling dirt and gritty. That's a good song, dude.
The only reason, I don't know if it's the only reason I love the song, that's a good
Yeah.
song, but there was a girl in high school that I had the biggest crush on and never told her. For some
Right.
reason, I cannot remember her last name. Not that she'll hear this. Her first name was Tiffany or whatever. And
Okay.
we would talk on the phone. I don't know if she was interested or if we were just friends because I'm retarded and sorry. I'm completely oblivious, especially
Yep.
back then, to what women wanted.
Yeah.
And that was her favorite band, the Loving Spoonfuls, not just that
Interesting.
song.
Right.
So I wonder if she introduced me to it. And
So you've got that in your brain. Yeah.
yeah, even if I hear it now, I'd be like, I wonder what Tiffany's doing. I
Right.
wonder how
Right.
her life, because she came from a musical family. She
Oh,
played
cool.
in several different instruments herself, including bagpipes.
Nice. That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
she was just a cool music
That's
nerd
very
like the
cool,
rest
man.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I also, I mean, I like Happy Together too. That's not,
So
I
happy.
mean, that's a Loving Spoonful song too.
I like Walking on Sunshine. Oh,
Katrina and
walking
the
on
Waves,
sun.
man. How many times has that song been covered? Especially if you
Everybody.
count, yeah. Especially if you count like all of the Disney bands that have played that song at some
Oh
point.
my God, you're right.
Yeah. It's a Disney band cover song for sure.
That's funny. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of those songs that I understand why you would like them that pop up for me too that you
Right.
wouldn't expect, especially at the time, you would never expect me to be into the Loving Spoonful or
Right. Right.
any of those type of bands.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that I think people kind of miss about power pop is how muscular their guitar can be. Like
Okay.
the guitar in Surrender, I mean, that's
Surrender, what
Cheap
but
Trick. Mama's all right.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Daddy's
yeah,
all
yeah. I
right.
was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, right out of my head.
Okay.
And it was definitely 80s song. It's something like Never Surrender. It's
Oh, by
definitely
Corey Hart, dude.
John.
Yeah.
Dude, if we're gonna
To
talk about
fight and to
if we're
never.
going to talk
Yeah.
about 80s music, right?
Yeah. Corey Hart, man.
What didn't he write?
Corey
Owner of
Hart?
a Lonely Hearts. Did he write Hey Kid, rock and roll, rock
Oh,
on?
that's David Essick, I think.
You're right. I love that
Yeah.
song too.
It's a great song.
But Corey Hart has a lot of these songs that either you associate with a movie or a TV show for some reason in the 80s.
Right.
I don't know if it's just me or if he popped up a lot.
Well, the funny thing is, so like Sunglasses at Night,
Yep.
and everybody thinks that's like his only hit.
I
But Never Surrender was also a pretty big freaking song, dude.
wonder what movie. I definitely know that from a movie, not
Never
from,
Surrender.
yeah,
It's probably some karate movie or something.
yeah.
You
For
know?
me, for some reason it fits
No
with like
one can take
some of the
your rights.
not Dave Hughes. He wrote like
John
some,
Hughes.
yes. It
I could.
makes me think of some of those like maybe St. Elmo's Fire. which
Right.
has a cool song on it too that might be by Corey Hart. Is it Man in Motion?
Man in Motion. That is John Parr.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't know if you remember this, but a few
That name
years
sounds
after
familiar.
that,
John Parr?
he had a song called Naughty Naughty.
Yep, that sounds cool too.
Yeah, yep,
Yep. Oh, wow.
yeah.
He's Canadian. Corey
Is he?
Hart is
Oh
Canadian.
yeah, oh yeah. I knew Corey Hart was Canadian.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious. Now I get it. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah. I knew
his
he
stuff
was
is
Canadian.
all Canadian.
Yeah, and I think he did better in Canada than he did in America. But
Cause Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
yeah,
I remember that. Speaking of these kind of 80s songs that got everywhere, I saw the most hilarious meme that you'll get in anybody listening. Showed a picture of the Robin Hood movie
okay.
with, was that
Brian
Kevin
Adams.
Costner? Same, yes.
Yeah,
And it was a picture of, was it Rod Stewart and the Everything I Do?
right,
And it
right.
said, younger kids have no idea the torture we were held under for a full summer because of this song. And I just kind of went, yep, yep. And not in a bad way, right? It was just
Right.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was. Dude, so I was thinking about it. I'm gonna look this up because I don't want to misspeak. But
Right.
I just thought about something.
I don't see any smoke coming out of your ears or
Yeah, it'll happen though
music
sometimes.
notes, something.
Okay.
You gonna give us a hint, or do you have to make sure you get the
No,
details and
so
everything?
okay. So we talked about this, and so everything I do was a Brian Adams solo song that was from Robin Hood. That song that he did with Rod Stewart and Sing, the All for One and All for Love, was from the Three
See,
Musketeers.
I thought so. Like
Yeah,
as soon as I said it, I was like, it's
yeah. I was like,
the
I
Robin Hood
didn't
one
put it
is the one
together
it
the
was
first
talking
time.
about.
Yeah, I didn't put it together the first time, but the second time I was like, wait, All for One? That's a freaking Three Musketeers thing. Let me check this out real quick.
You were
So yeah,
absolutely
yep,
correct. I forgot all about that movie.
yeah. Chris O'Donnell. I remember Chris O'Donnell was in it. It was like one of his first movies.
I don't remember anything about it.
Okay,
Like I
yeah,
know the story of the Three Musketeers and
right.
all that, and I've seen a couple different things. Like there was a cool TV series a while
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I remember it.
What
It was
were
like
other? Are there any other songs like that that are just almost so big and so popular that it became almost like a torture?
so I have a theory about that kind of stuff.
What
I
is it?
feel like if a song can bother you that much, it was never that good to begin with. And that's just me. I can listen to like I'll never get tired of hearing Summer of '69. It's a great fucking song.
Yeah, I like that song. Yeah.
No matter how many times I've heard it. I'll
Have
never get
we
tired
talked
of
about that song at all? I think we have, that I
we
have a
have.
weird
Yeah.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I still like the song because I can almost picture how my life fit with the lyrics.
Right, right, right. But like I'll never get tired of Stairway to Heaven. I don't care how many
Right.
times I hear it. I'll never get tired of Born in the USA, no matter
Right.
how many times I hear it. So it's
Right.
like I think a good song, you can hear a good song 900 times, and you might not want to hear it the 901st time,
Right.
but then a couple days later, it's cool again. You know what I mean? Like I think it's possible to like wear a song out for a
Yeah.
period, but not forever if it's a good song. And that's
That
just
makes me curious about these two songs we're talking about, the one from
yeah,
Robin Hood and the one because
whether or not they're actually good songs.
yeah, I have no desire to
Right,
ever,
right.
and I'm sure because of the musicians involved, they're
Yeah,
great songs.
sure.
So I wonder what the block is. Is it just sometimes I
And
do
sometimes
it,
it's what
most
you
people.
associate it with, you know? I
Oh,
mean,
I
did
was
you
thinking that, and
yeah.
it just gets like, oh, everybody likes the thing now. It's
Sure,
not as
sure, sure,
special.
sure. And I mean, did you so that Robin Hood movie sucked.
From what I remember, yeah.
It was so bad. my girlfriend at the time made me go watch it. We went to the theater and watched that piece of crap movie. It
I
was the
think
movie that made me decide I really did not think Kevin Costner was a good actor. Like, I was already kind of on the fence, but after that movie, I was like, yeah, this dude cannot act. So,
I feel like I was on a weird kind of date to see
yeah,
that movie. I
yeah,
feel like I was up here, would have been in Shelbyville before I moved up there. I would come up and stay with my dad and my stepmom stuff in the summers and some weekends. And either somebody Jeannie worked, which was my stepmom, worked with or knew had a daughter about my age. So it was like,
nice.
hey, why don't you talk to and get to know. I do not remember anything about the young lady, but I
Right,
think we went to the theater, which is the Strand now. I think it was called the
sure.
Strand then. And I think Robin Hood is the movie we saw.
Wow.
It, I don't know.
I
I can't pick anything
that
else out of
sucks.
the.
And I never got one of those dates, dude. No one was ever like, you should hang out with my friend's daughter. People did not want me doing that.
Oh, I'm sure man, I wish I knew her name or some
You know,
way that I could even make any kind of connection there. I'm sure I don't know. I don't know how it went. I don't remember how it went. I don't know what she thought. I wish I did just for the experience, but it's
right?
funny that it just happened to be, I think, the Robin Hood movie.
Yeah, that movie was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but every girl liked that song. Like,
No,
this
dude.
is our song.
Yeah. So I love Brian Adams. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, you're right. I mean, I could listen to that song now. Um, like
I
if
don't
I'm
think I could.
like if it came on, I'm not gonna shut it off.
I think
But
it's crossed a line for me into a
yeah,
campy kind of. The movie
but
sucked.
yeah, it definitely the movie's so bad, dude, so bad. And have you heard the album version of that freaking song?
Of the
Everything
three.
I do it for you.
No.
It adds like an extra minute of him just playing his guitar and going, "Oh yeah, everything I do, baby. Look into my eyes." It's freaking ridiculous, man. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, it seems like the song is gonna end, and then the piano kicks back in, dun, 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 and then the freaking
I wonder
another
what
minute
the
of like him dragging this shit out.
I wonder what the creative process was. Because
Oh
to him,
God,
maybe it's not just some airy pop song. It's something that he like
yeah.
really put everything into and made, but it turned into what it was.
Well, I think from waking up the neighbors on,
Hmm.
he always had to have not just a ballad, but like a freaking sappy,
Yep.
super romantic ballad.
Yep.
Like,
Everybody,
yeah,
not everybody, right? But there was a large time period there where we could probably pick albums back and forth from bands you wouldn't expect or whatever to have a ballad. It's almost like they
right,
had to. Every
right,
band did it, especially in the 80s and 90s.
yeah,
Maybe grunge killed that too,
maybe, yeah,
maybe. But Alice in Chains have Down on a Hole. Yeah,
right,
but that's a sad, it's more of a depressive, not a ballad. But
yeah.
everybody,
I think for a ballad there has to be a romantic. I
yeah,
know that that might not necessarily be the actual definition, but I feel like a ballad has to have a romantic element to it.
I agree.
I don't think it's just a slow song,
Right, it has to be the for the girls.
Yeah. But I mean, so Brian Adams had Heaven, and he had
Yep.
Cuts Like a Knife. You know,
Somebody.
yeah. Well, somebody was kind of heavy though.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah. But I
Do you know
mean,
the song he did with Tina Turner?
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
That song rocks.
It's
It's
a
Only
great
Love.
song. Only Love, yeah, great song, dude.
I bet Jen knows that song.
I love Reckless. Reckless
Mm.
is a great freaking album, front to back, man.
Is that the
Kids Learn to
one
Rock, that's a punk song, dude.
where he's on the
Like,
cover? It's like almost black, but he's doing
yep,
the. That's weird that I
No,
can
no, no.
picture
On Reckless, it's a close up picture of
of
his
his
face,
face. Yep.
and there's a background like of a bridge behind him, and it's a black and white picture.
Yep. I know the
Yeah,
one you mean. I
yeah,
wonder
that's
what
Reckless.
this I wonder what I'm picturing. Maybe the
Mm.
thumbnail or something for
Yeah,
Spotify or something like that.
yeah. Who knows? But yeah, dude, that's album. Like I said, Kids Want to Rock, Heaven, Somebody, Run to You. The song, It's Only Love, One Night Love Affair. Like,
One Night Love Affair is a jam, man.
great song, dude. That whole album. The fact that off the top of my head, I just named six of the songs on that album. It's like,
That's born or not born in that's born in the USA for me.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can probably name that album in order. I don't think so,
Thanks.
but darn close.
Thanks.
And they're all good songs.
Dude, did you know the Smithereens did a cover of Downbound Train? It's really, really good.
I love the Smithereens,
Me
dude.
too. Yeah. Smithereens
Did you
are
know they did
fantastic.
Unplugged?
I did not.
It didn't get released for a long time. It's
Okay.
out like on Spotify now as like some kind of B-side.
Oh, okay, shit. All
I
right.
think maybe it's a jam. They're not like presenting the full show, or maybe
Right.
the quality's not that great because it doesn't sound that great. Even songs
Um,
that would translate like Blood and Roses.
oh God,
Damn.
sounds so good. Or Too Much Passion. I feel like Too Much Passion would work in an unplugged setting. Like
What are
that's a
we?
song.
Oh, the Smithereens Downbound Train.
Yeah.
I know somebody unexpected covered it live, either like at one of these unplugged or storytellers like
Right. Right.
Alanis Morissette or
Oh,
maybe
nice.
even Tori Amos.
Nice. Yeah, it's not entirely unexpected for the Smithereens to cover it because they're from Jersey too, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, everybody from Jersey is like Bruce Springsteen, the boss.
right. And then you find out that, I mean, he'll tell you, he's like, it's not, I don't know, I never worked a day in my life
Yeah,
in a factory or,
yeah. Well, the thing is, though, his dad was a foundry worker, and they were like upper middle class
I get it. So
or
that's
lower
what he
middle
knew.
class. I mean, so
Yeah,
like he did kind of understand that lifestyle, but he was a musician, dude. Like he was a musician from jump. Like that's what he's done. That's his life. You know,
dude, there's a lot of Smithereens albums on Spotify.
tons. Yeah, tons, dude. I listen to him all the time. I just chill and listen
I
to the
might
Smithereens
need to sit
sometimes.
down and get back into them.
There's a Beatles.
Yep, it's called something the Beatles.
Yeah, yeah.
I
There's
just
an
saw
album
that.
where they play a bunch of Beatles songs. It's freaking phenomenal. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check some of this out. I'm gonna have
yeah.
to maybe YouTube the Downbound Train cover.
Right
Just
on.
how much I love that song.
Yeah, I love the Smithereens, man.
Yep. It
I
brings
think
me
they're
back to almost the era when I discovered it. In a good way, I can sit and smile and be like, I remember hearing this for the first time and being
yeah,
like, I understand. Or I wish I had the swagger that um a girl like you.
yeah, dude.
That's a cool song, and he's got this almost swagger in it. It's like, oh, I wish I had that kind of swagger, you know?
Yeah. So you know what's funny about that song, right? It's funny because we talked about John Hughes earlier too.
Right?
So John Hughes asked them because he liked the band, "Can you write a song for this movie that I'm producing called Say Anything?"
They wrote that for Say Anything?
Yeah. And then they turned the song in, and he was like, dude, this is the whole plot of the song, of the movie. He's like, we can't release this as a single for the movie. People will know everything that happens.
All right, wait, let me reconnect again.
Yeah. So they
A
didn't
girl
use the
like
song.
you,
Yeah.
they wrote it for
For the movie
Say
Say
Anything. It's
Anything.
been a while since I've seen Say Anything, a
Okay.
couple of years now. So I
It's
get it
literally the
though.
song, dude. Like, it's literally the song. Like,
Huh.
yeah. But
I
yeah.
wonder if it's like the Pat Benatar song. It's not Heartbreaker, I don't think. That's
Okay.
in. Do you remember The Legend of Billie Jean?
Yes. Yes.
What's the Pat
Helen
Benatar?
Slater.
Yeah. What's the in the background as she's whatever? Pat Benatar's there's a song in it that
Okay.
it's starting to build and I can't.
It's not We Belong, is it?
Yeah.
Is it We Belong?
I think it is, to be
That's
honest with
I
you.
think I hear it. I
I
think
think
it's
it
We
is.
Belong, but I'm not gonna like you know without Google. I'm
Right.
not gonna like say for sure.
I
But
feel like I would have known that
yeah,
before the era of phones and constant,
right.
because I love that movie. That's a
It's a
great
great
movie.
movie. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And I
Yeah, I
don't,
watched it a lot when I was a kid. So,
screen went black.
oh
You
well,
did.
let me. Oh no, it's Invincible.
Invincible?
Yeah, we will be
No,
invincible.
that's the theme song, the big song.
Okay,
I
okay,
think there's another song in there
okay,
that man, I wish I could remember what it was because it fits
okay.
the
Because
way
I
she
just
uses.
Googled it. So I just Googled it.
It's
Um.
only in, so it is Invincible.
Well, no, I mean Invincible is in that movie, but maybe there's other
There's
Pat
some,
Benatar songs in it.
you might be right because everything I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Yeah, all I'm seeing is Invincible. There's a Divinyl song in that.
No, this isn't it. There is another song. There's another Pat Benatar song in
Okay.
The Legend of Billie Jean, and it's like hinted at a lot as the it's got kind of a harder intro. It's hinted at a lot, and um as she's changing, you know how she changes in the movie. It's playing
Yeah.
a little bit, and then it comes out when she's finally like in the, was it like a wetsuit? Oh man, I can't even remember that lady's name now. Was it Helen Slater?
It was Helen Slater, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, I
Okay.
mean maybe it's Invincible, but
The only thing I can find on Google is Invincible, but I feel like We Belong was in that freaking movie. But
it's
maybe I'm just tripping.
we belong to the night. No, that's
Yeah.
10,000 Maniacs, isn't it?
No. Um I mean We Belong to the Night is part of the lyric. It's we belong to the night, we belong to each other.
All right, I
Yeah.
think
We belong to the
songs in
sounds
Legend of
of the
Billie Jean
world.
and Pat Benatar. Anyway, Pat Benatar rocks.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
I guess where I was going with all of that is just in the 80s, I felt like they really leaned on music, like not like score music, but
Right. Right.
bands and
Yeah.
songs to kind of,
Yeah.
this just says the song is invincible.
Man, I guess it's invincible.
I guess it is too, and I'm just
Yeah.
mm,
I can't
yeah.
believe there was a Divinyl song in that movie in like 1985 or whatever it was.
Was it I Touch Myself?
No, right, because that song hadn't come out yet.
Right.
But the Divinyls used to be like a pub rock band. They were
Really?
much heavier. Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
have a cover of that by Pink.
I
That's
touch
really
myself.
good.
Interesting.
Yeah, she
I like
changes
pink.
up.
I like pink.
She's talented. I
Yeah.
agree. But
Yeah.
as we've said before, Linda Perry wrote a lot of her songs,
Yeah.
and
Linda Perry
Linda
wrote
Perry is
I'm Coming Up. Yeah.
an underrated
Agreed.
badass.
Agreed.
Even
Agreed.
though Four Non Blondes didn't really catch on,
They
and that
got
song was on a lot.
yeah, and that was the problem. The problem was the song uh that people latched onto, you know.
Yeah,
I I think Superfly was a really good song. Love
to
that.
me, they were. That's kind of like she was kind of like L7 for me.
Yeah.
They're great,
I love
and
F7.
I've seen them live. I've talked about that, but I probably won't listen if it came on, I'd be like, "Oh, cool." But that
Oh
would
yeah.
be it. I don't think I'd ever search out like, "Oh my God, I have to hear insert song."
Think in the 90s, I would listen to Bricks Are Heavy nonstop. I
Yeah, we talked about it. That
definitely
was
have.
just such a good album, and it fit the time and what was going on
Right,
musically.
right. And now, every once in a while I might want to hear Pretend That You're Dead, you
Oh,
know.
I forgot about
Yeah.
Did they do they used to play it on the radio station was called X103. There was
Right.
a Christmas song that was basically like Merry Christmas, Christmas by myself this year. And
Oh
it was
shit.
a very like kind of punky but kind of poppy female sung. And I wonder if it was not L7.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
Googling that. That's
Else
just one
would
of
have a
those things
Christmas
that
song.
I doubt it. But
Yeah,
for some reason, I just maybe I connect the voice.
maybe. I don't know. You remember Shit List got a little bit of a revival because they put it in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
And so people were kind of like, "Oh, what's this song that says shit list?" You know? Well, Juliette Lewis is breaking things.
There was another female-led band that came out around this time that I really liked that only had like one song I liked. It was
Okay.
called Ready to Go.
Oh, Elastica, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. Shouting from the rooftops. Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved that song.
Go.
It's another one of those that you wouldn't, especially when it came out, which would have been mid 90s, you wouldn't
Right.
think.
Right. I so that was Elastica, right? Because there was two bands who sounded kind of similar.
I'm pretty sure it was Elastica. What's
Okay.
the other band you're thinking of?
Trying to think. Because I mix them up sometimes. But I
Yeah, I
know
don't know.
Alaska had that song Connection,
I don't remember
which is a
anything other
Wire
than
song.
Ready to Go.
Okay. I want to double check and make sure that I'm giving the right credit.
Right. Well,
to
you brought up
people.
Tarantino, and he's one of the directors, even now, that uses songs that are really important
Re-
to
It's not Elastica, it's Republica. I
Republica.
always get Elastica and Republica mixed up because they
So who is
sound
Elastica?
a lot alike. They did Connection.
Uh, uh.
Sometimes, somehow, a vital connection is made.
Mm.
Boom, jump, jump, boom. But
Remember the Breeders?
of course, yeah,
Cannonball? That's a jam. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Cannonball's a great song. Um, Divine Hammer, which was the second single,
Yeah,
they put out an EP for that song,
yeah.
and it has a really cool cover of "I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You."
The
Hank Williams Sr. song.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool cover.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up too. What an
Yeah.
interesting choice for.
And dude, the thing is, the strings are so loose on that song. You just hear them rattling while they're playing. It's such a cool effect.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so yeah, yeah. But it's I love Hank Williams, so
Hmm.
it's I can't say like it's a better version or anything, but it's really really good.
Don't really like much, especially that old school country. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
love that stuff.
why. I respect all of it because of the way the guys were telling stories, and then
Yeah,
some of them were really expressing hurt and things.
yeah, Pain, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I respect all of that, but as far as just like music wise, I never got into. I won't sit down and listen to Johnny Cash.
Ooh,
I won't.
okay.
Um, just a funny story about Johnny Cash. A long time ago, me and my best friend Mark worked at this glass window making place called Pilkington, and I always wore black. And a friend of his, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, this is where my gamer tag comes from, always called me heavy metal Johnny Cash.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's
That's
super
awesome.
awesome. So when
Heck
we were
yeah.
sitting down when the Xbox first came out, I was like, "Oh, I don't know what to put here. I don't have a um I didn't want to use icon or anything like that." And
Right,
then my
right.
buddy was like, "You're a moron. He already gave you the coolest nickname ever."
Right, right, right.
But
Heavy Metal Johnny Cash.
I don't listen to Johnny Cash. It was just I always
Oh
wore black, so I was the it
man,
was,
yeah, I love Johnny Cash. Get a Rhythm was another one of my favorite songs when I was a kid. So
I
yeah,
wonder if it's because my I get a lot of music influence and stuff from my dad. I get a
okay,
lot of everything from my dad, as a matter of fact.
right,
And he
right.
liked like Skinnerd and CC. He liked more rock,
Sure, sure, sure.
except for Alice's Restaurant. Do you know
By
that song?
Woody Guthrie, yeah, man.
Every
Oh
every
yeah,
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
for as long as I can remember. And my
Yeah.
parents, when was alive, they made it 30 years of marriage.
Right.
And my dad would play Alice's Restaurant on Thanksgiving. He
That
had to.
song is like 12 minutes long, too.
I know you would wake up when we were kids in the house,
Yeah.
and it wasn't uncommon to wake up and hear my dad listening to music downstairs, or my
Sure.
sister listening to show tunes, or even my brother Matt listening to stuff. Very music household.
Yeah.
But come Thanksgiving, you knew
Yeah.
usually the first thing my dad was going to do was play Alice's Restaurant.
That's awesome, dude. You
I
can
hate that
have
song.
anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
It got so bad that later on in life, as a grown adult, I would still meet my dad and my stepmom to ride in their car to our family's Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
So you know what my dad would do.
He'd pop it in there, man.
Yup.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I don't think there's another song that to me is
Uh-huh.
so obviously a holiday. Christmas music is his own
Right.
separate kind of thing. But when
Right.
that song plays, and I don't
Yep.
know if it's meant to be this way, but to me, that's Thanksgiving.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I mean, honestly, other than Christmas and New Year's, there aren't really a lot of holiday songs, right?
Hmm.
I mean, I guess there's like little kid Easter songs.
There's got to be
Nobody's
stuff
writing
that we
like
just,
grown man Easter songs, you know? So,
unless somebody listening like Ryan or anybody,
yeah,
um, maybe it's more like, I don't think Alice's Restaurant is a Thanksgiving song, is it?
right. I'm not sure, man. I just remember like doesn't that song end up with like a bunch of shit in a pit? Like it falls off
Probably,
a cliff and everything ends up down in a pit. Like that's
probably
and I remember that song is really freaking long.
a
And he's like
long story. Yep.
talking through half of it, not even
Yep.
singing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I remember the refrain, like, you can have anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Yeah. That's all I remember about that song, dude.
I
So
always associated, well, obviously my dad and Thanksgiving, but
yeah.
with a sitcom for some reason. I don't know which one I'm thinking, but maybe it's just from hearing that story over and over again in my
Right.
head. There's a whole sitcom that goes with it.
I mean, dude, that song is a sitcom.
Yeah,
You
pretty much.
know? I remember he had another song too. I I don't want a pickle. I just want to ride on my motorcycle.
What?
Yeah, dude, that's another Woody Guthrie song. And I don't want a bike. Or no, I don't want something. I just want to ride on my motorbike. But yeah, it was
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are the only two songs I know by him.
I only know the one.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's always
Alice Spencer.
interesting how we discover music, and then, like we've said a bunch, how it attaches to
Like
specific
memories and
memories. And then you get to, I at least get to that point where no matter what the song is, even if it's a sad song that I associated with a bad breakup or anything like
right.
that, I can hear it now and just smile and be like, I remember that experience. Nothing to do with
Yeah.
anything else other than I remember what it was like, whether it was I was an idiot or I remember being so worked up over this.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I mean,
We've talked,
music
or I've
is
talked
a
about how
is a
music
time machine.
does something. Yeah, yeah, it does
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
It interacts with every part of our body, our brains, our memories.
definitely, man.
It's definitely the world connector, the ultimate whatever. Because look at a band like Brother Meat.
Yeah,
To me, it's just like, oh, this is a cool, like kind of funk. I get this. This is fun. But to
yeah,
you, it's like, this is
yeah.
everything.
The
This is,
most important band of my life. Yeah, hundred
I
percent.
wonder if we can do that again somehow with other bands that haven't been heard. I think maybe Paradox might be a little too metal for a lot of the people.
I mean,
I don't know
we
if they're on
just did
Spotify or not,
we
actually.
just did a freaking industrial album, so you know.
Yeah. Are there any more albums like that for you that are the Or it's hard to do that with a band that no one else really knows,
Yeah, I mean, vinyl by Dramarama, but Dramarama is
right?
relatively famous.
For me, Down by Nola, I love
Right,
that album. I love
right,
everything
right.
about that album. I used to joke that Baby Should Be Born and smacked on the ass with that album and given it and sent on their
That's
way.
awesome, dude. That's awesome.
But they're obviously who they are.
Yeah, yeah,
I bet there's
yeah.
more local. You know what? Dent are
Okay.
local, but their album that I love by them is only like 5 songs.
Right, right.
So that
You get
would
a lot
kind
of
of.
EPs and stuff. Yeah, you know what's funny? I was so excited to talk about Brother Meat.
Hmm.
I didn't even pick an album for next week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that
I've got
sounds like whoever's listening is going to have to follow us somewhere as we
yeah,
announce, because I'll do that, tell everybody what to listen to.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I can think of one. I just thought of one right off the top of my head that we could do, honestly, and it's relatively new.
All right.
So I've
Are,
yeah.
are we gonna, it's 12:30. We've been at this for what,
Oh
a good
wow,
solid 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah,
Do we
might
want
as
to go
well
ahead and
wrap it
do
up. Yeah,
this last little bit or whatever, talk about the album we want to do
yeah,
and all
sure.
that?
So there is a band called Avalon, or called sorry, Sergeant Thunderhoof.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have an album called Avalon Calling. It is they have a pretty big following in England,
Okay.
but they have never released an album in America until Avalon Calling.
All right.
And
So,
here is the crazy thing. It's a live album.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we could do the same thing with the live album because
Oh
then we
yeah,
could
100%.
discuss
Yeah.
uh what we think about how it would translate and
And dude, honestly, when you listen to this album, it's so well done. It's hard to even believe that it's a live album.
it's
Like
prog.
Doom. It's
It
doom
for some
metal.
reason down at the bottom that you may also like Pink Floyd, David Gilmour, Catatonia. Those are all prog
Interesting.
bands.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's prog elements, but I think of it as more like stoner metal, kind of doom metal.
I like that kind of
A
stuff.
lot of songs about knights and dragons and fucking sailing ships and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a really really good album. I think it's a really interesting choice that they put out a live album for their first album in America. You know. And I have a Sergeant Thunderhoof shirt, so maybe I can dig it out and wear it on the podcast next week. So,
That sounds good to me. I'll give this a
yeah,
listen.
right on.
I'm on vacation next week, I
Heck
think.
yeah.
That could change. But so I'll have plenty of time to sit down and listen to it. And
Yeah, dude. It's an interesting album to take in, man. There's a lot of stuff going on the album. So,
sounds good to me. Sounds like our next album is Sergeant Thunderhoof.
yes, sir. Sergeant Thunderhoof,
All
Avalon
right,
Calling.
we're gonna check that out. And
Sweet.
all right, so anything else we need to? We always shout out Ryan and
Yes.
Tyler and those guys.
Tyler, thank you so much, Tyler.
There's no like,
Putting this out
there was
there.
no way for you to shoot a message at Brother Meat and be like, "Hey guys, we did this little
Oh,
thing."
I'm friends with Jason on Facebook. So I mean, I will tag him up, let him know. Um,
I'll be interested to hear what.
hopefully the stuff that Christy told me about House and my little story about hooking them up was okay to tell. Um,
Honestly, I think so
yeah,
because wasn't malicious. It
yeah.
wasn't mean or mean spirited to anybody. You didn't bury anybody. You just said,
No,
I
no,
did
dude.
this thing and
Yeah,
it worked and I was happy about it.
yeah, yeah. I was glad that my friends were, you know,
I get it. I get it
yeah,
completely.
yeah,
Another guy that friends group is important to, once you find your people, they you get energized, you're around them, the creative, everything's flowing, which is everything we've talked about with this podcast.
yeah,
Because that's
definitely.
what it used to be. And I've said it a bunch of times, but I guess we could close with it is this is what it used to be. You would get a new vinyl or you would get a new album, and whatever your friend group was, you would put it on
Yeah.
and just do this. You'd listen and then, all right, start it over.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Dude,
Yeah,
I don't remember if I talked about this or not, but when Load came out, I
Metallica's Load.
yeah, yeah. I was in college
Mm-hmm.
and I went and bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And me and a bunch of people from my dorm rented a hotel room basically to listen to that song.
That
To
album.
listen to that album. Yeah. Brought a boom box, we freaking put it in and we listened to Load.
I know where I was at when that album came out and I went and bought
Yeah.
it. It obviously would have been around the release time because that's what you did.
Right.
You're like, oh, I was
Yeah, yeah.
working, I think I was working at a Wendy's with my
Yeah.
buddy Mitchell, who I'm still friends with to this day. We might have been 17. I don't
Okay.
remember when that came out. We definitely weren't
Yeah,
18.
I was 22.
And then we were doing
So,
and anybody who worked at restaurants know this split shift, right? You open,
sure.
you get a couple hours, and then you close. So
Yeah.
we walked to Walmart and I bought that album. And
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
back because you only have so much time. And we sat in the back area at Wendy's listening to that album.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I bought it at a midnight sale when I was in college.
I remember those.
Yeah, that was the only one I ever went to, but I went to a midnight sale to buy Load because I was in Syracuse and I
I
was in
think I've been
college.
to a couple, but I can't seem to remember. I know my buddy Marcus, who I've talked about a bunch, has been
Yeah.
to a lot. So I'm sure I've gone with him. I just don't
Right.
remember off the top of my head any of the bands or any of the music.
Right. Right. I remember going to a midnight sale with my buddy James for a video game.
I've done that, yeah.
I wasn't even like buying the video game. I just went with him and just stood in line with him while he bought it.
Yep.
So,
Zelda on the 64,
nice,
which
nice,
I still have my 64 because of No Mercy. That's the best wrestling game ever made. Don't care what anybody else says.
nice.
And I still have Zelda, and
Dude, it's
then
better.
I love Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Is it better than pro wrestling though? Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just pro wrestling. A
Still to
winner
this
is you.
day,
A winner is you, man.
I know. And Starman, the
Yeah.
piranha would
The
bite me.
piranha would bite your brain. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah.
Oh
Great
God.
shit, dude.
There's a whole
Slim Panther. Wasn't that his name?
oh
The
yeah,
blonde
yeah,
guy?
yeah. There's
Yeah.
a whole side of music that we haven't even discussed yet, and that's how it ties into video games and
Oh, sure.
how they were used to promote, or even sometimes you would hear cool songs, especially later in like the
Yeah,
PlayStation
like
days.
GTA and stuff like that.
Yep. I remember
GTA has a
flipping through
radio
the
station, you know?
I wonder if the new one will.
I don't know.
I don't even
Is the
know
new one
about
gonna come out?
uh,
I've heard the new one's not even gonna come out
before the world ends. I don't
before
know.
the world ends. Yeah.
But it you know what, if it's not that good, I can go ahead and say my taste in video games sucks too. I don't know
There you
what to tell
go. There
anybody.
you go. I haven't
All
played
right.
video games regularly since like 2005, but
I do want to get a chance. I'm
yeah.
actually going to after I wrap this up, or
Right
we
on.
wrap this up.
Right,
So,
man.
the album I didn't do of course I recommend it. It's
Yeah.
fun. If
Yeah.
you need a pick me up, a palate cleanser like I needed today, this is perfect. You could
Yeah.
throw this album on to do your dishes, do your chores, because you're going to be just
Yep.
moving. You're just going
Yeah.
to be moving. You're going to be having fun. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh trying to explain it to people. And it means so much to you that, again, check it out. You guys will
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, my recommendation is obviously like to me, it's one of the greatest albums ever recorded. Listen
Yep.
to it. If
You
you
want to
don't
share,
like it, I might not understand.
you
It's
don't
like,
like it, I might not like you,
yeah,
which is not true,
you
but I
know,
understand
right,
what
right, right, right.
that's an interesting theory too before we get out of here.
Yeah,
That's a fun topic of If you're on a first date, are there any like songs or musicians they could bring up liking that would be like an instant deal breaker?
Oh, dude, that's so hard.
I know.
Because honestly, man, I try to respect everybody's musical tastes.
Yeah, and that's true now, right? But if I could
But
put myself in the kind of uh less caring about other people just for the sake of,
yeah.
I don't
And
know if I
and
could do that either.
and my first girlfriend, she listened to so much crap. Her favorite band was Bon Jovi, dude.
Hey, I like some Bon Jovi. What's this about?
I mean, it's all good. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
I get
don't.
it.
I
I'm
like
gonna write that
two Bon Jovi songs.
um I like quite a few
Yeah,
actually.
I like two Bon Jovi songs.
All right.
But
So how did I word that? Is there any songs or artists that if you're on a first date
yeah,
that the date could say that would be a deal breaker?
I don't know. I
Anybody
mean,
listening, if you wanna do the thing, even though this will come out, oh, it'll come out before we record the next one anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I will probably have examples. It's gonna be
yeah.
hard, but anybody listening, if you have an example, or even if you it's just fun, I dislike.
Right, right. I mean, maybe Gigi Allen.
That's interesting because
Yeah,
on the surface, if
yeah.
you're a Gigi Allen fan, whatever, I would instantly want to be like, all right, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've got problems. Yeah,
Because
that's yeah, yeah,
from what I feel about Gigi Allen,
yeah.
I didn't get into the music, right?
Right,
And
right.
his
The dude used to poop on
shit,
himself.
it's so gross. It's so
Yeah,
gutter to me. And anybody likes
yeah.
Gigi can maybe fill me in and kind of help me understand it. A friend of yours did that in pro wrestling. Have I ever told you that story?
I don't think so.
I'm not a fan of death match wrestling. I didn't
Fair,
really get it.
fair.
And he unfortunately passed away.
Oh man,
You know who I'm talking about. He's a friend of yours, not of mine. As
was it Cliff?
Crunk? No. It was
Okay.
I didn't know him, but you did. He did a bunch. He might have actually gotten AIDS or something. And
Adam.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't, it must have been you and I talking back and forth. And I was just
yeah,
like, I don't like deathmatch wrestling. To me, it feels like a shortcut to cheap
yeah,
pops, and what
yeah.
you're doing to yourself isn't worth it.
Right, sure.
And he hit me up and it was just like, hey man, because he was a deathmatch guy. He was
Yep,
like,
he was.
hey, it was cool interaction. He wasn't a jerk. He was just
Right.
like, I he didn't want to do it on the whatever. He's like, I
Yeah,
just wanted to take a minute to tell you my side of it. And when he
right.
did, I was just like, yeah, yeah, you're right, dude. I get it.
Yeah, I loved Adam, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know Bueller.
Yeah, Bueller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know him,
yeah,
but
loved him,
that
dude.
interaction to me is super important the way people do that. And if somebody wants to do that to Gigi Allen, if you could explain it in a way
Yeah,
that I
dude.
would get it,
Yeah,
I'll
because
listen. I'll read the post, but
if some chick was like Gigi Allen is my favorite artist, her and I would probably not do well.
I feel like
It's just like,
you
wow.
would know. And I don't mean to put nothing on anybody that's going through any kind of mental struggles or anything,
Yeah.
but I feel like if that's the thing you latch onto,
Yeah. Yeah. You might have something wrong with you.
right, because
So,
there's
yeah.
no interest in lifting people up,
Right.
making people feel good.
Yep. Yep.
His whole thing was the dirtiest,
Yeah. It was
nastiest thing it
gross.
could be.
Gross. Yeah. Just
And
not.
maybe that's the point. I don't know anything about him, but he was obviously a lot going on. So I wonder if he
Yeah.
was just like, when you're creating and doing your art, you expressing yourself. If he thought of himself so badly
Oh, dude. It's
that when
tough.
he was doing the music, it's like,
Yeah. But I mean, even like, so his lyrics were not good, you know? I mean,
Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't get it
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
at all. I'm not, I'd never had any interest. I
yep,
don't see, for me, I don't see
yeah,
the
yeah.
talent.
I
It's
don't
not
either.
like the Sex Pistols, who I don't like, but I
Right.
see what they're doing. I get
Yep.
what they're doing, or some of the more shocking
Mhm.
bands. I get Marilyn Manson can be very shocking and very
Right.
antagonistic. I get that.
Right.
But whatever he was
Whatever he was
doing,
doing. Yeah, that's funny. We both said it.
that's a good,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I know girls that are perfectly great, wonderful women that are like big Manson fans, and it's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
red flag. It's
Right.
an
Right.
artistic. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Gigi Allen would be a freaking red flag.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anybody
That's
listening, if you want to hit us up on any of the socials, the question that I'm putting to everybody is there a band or artist that if you were on a first date, the other person could mention that you would be like, red flag,
yeah. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Even if it's just a little extreme to
Yeah,
go that far.
please. Yeah. Yeah.
And that'll be, I say, everybody's homework. I don't have any songs to tell anybody to go listen to, so go listen to Brother Meat.
Yeah,
Have
man.
fun. You need fun.
Yeah.
Whoever's
Brother
listening,
Meat's awesome.
Ryan, I know you're listening, right? You're listening at work. It probably sucks. You need to have some fun. Listen to this album.
Yes. Right on, man.
All right. Anything we want to do to close it up?
Nah, brother. I mean, just, thanks everybody. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks, Ryan, and all the people who are listening. Um, check out uh check out the
Brother
Most
Meat.
Excellent Entertainment Podcast. Brother Meat is streaming now. So check out
The
Brother
album.
Meat on the streaming.
Tell them
Uh
the album again because I can't remember the name.
Extraordinarily Moist and Delicious. But yeah, I mean, go check them
Oh,
out, listen to them. You will like them.
yep.
So
Night,
yeah.
everybody.
All right, take care, guys. All right, let me all
We
right.
still went a while,
We did, dude. That was
but everybody's, I don't know about into the